Radio. Across the UK. Late Night with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
If I done something wrong, we should be hearing the mamas and the papas here. Get rid of that bed. Get rid of that bed, Alex. Why are we not hearing them? Have I done something wrong? Or are you about to feel the wrath? Which is it?
I think it's all you.
Are you plugged in? Are you mute?
I'm plugged in? What the hell? What the goddamn piece of trash? It's plugged... Hang on a minute. We're okay. We're gonna... Something's not... My computer's dead.
No.
Well, it's not dead. Guys, this is... Don't worry. Bear with me. Tonight's show becomes like one of my many online streams where I'm beset with technical difficulties for many, many hours. Bear with me. Hang on, let's try this. Hang on a minute. Get rid of you. Here we go.
Are we in?
Isn't that funny? What the hell? Hang on a minute. All right, we're just going to switch off. We're going to turn off and turn on again. Restart the computer. Don't worry, everyone cool out. Whew. We're up for 2 awards next week.
Not for pressing buttons.
No. We're up for Best Speech Broadcaster and Best Radio Moment. Is it too late to send them the tape of this? Because I suspect... Well, no, my computer's buggered. All right, we're going to switch it off. Don't worry, I'm going to put my finger on the off button. Off. And we're going to do it... Means we lose all the dumb listeners. Means we lose all the dumb listeners. I nearly said racist listeners, but that's offensive. That's offensive. No racist listeners. That's offensive. Turning it on. We're going to play Straight Shooter by the Mamas and the Papas.
It's going to be really good.
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
It really rattles along.
I would like to apologise to Lady Alex for even questioning whether it could have been his mistake. It wasn't. And I would like to thoroughly apologise to him for... That was libelous.
I think you have to throw yourself upon his mercy at some point.
I don't want to touch his mercy.
Yep.
I don't want to touch his mercy. Right, here we go. This is it, guys. Here we go. Yes.
Oh.
Woo!
Yep.
Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, please. Bollocks. Ladies. Hang on. Really struggling with this.
You can barely tell.
No. Honestly, this is what all of my Twitch streams are like. All of them.
Yeah.
Go away. Hang on. Ladies and gentlemen, let's quit that. Would you please welcome... Oh, but I've got to do it again.
No.
I have to. Straight Shooter. Get Mark up. We're going to... if Norris for me, we'll have him. If not, he can jog on. This is going to be... Here we go. Oh. Yes, man, it worked! I feel we lost the moment. 11 o'clock, we come back with Straight Shooter.
Are you sure?
11 o'clock, I feel we've lost the moment. The momentum has disappeared. Good evening, dear listener. This is the Late Night Alternative. My name is Iain Lee. Who are you?
Catherine Boyle.
Okay. 0344991000 is the telephone now. If you want to call up, now is the time to do it. We have an empty switchboard, and I'm going to be honest, we have an empty head. I woke up at about 10:15. I got up and fed the cats. I made myself a cup of coffee, and I went back to bed, listened to the radio, did a cheeky little stream. There were some technical issues there. And then I fell asleep and I didn't get up till 3:15. 13 Uber Svartsen. And not because I was tired, just because I'm miserable. One of the many great things about depression is you sleep a lot to while away your pathetic life. And so I just slept through the pain. I slept through the pain. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hey man, it's Shawnee Baby.
I'll be the judge of whether it's Shawnee Baby or not.
Don't you remember me from last week? We had a terrible row. We spoke about...
Oh, yeah, I want to talk to you, Sean.
How are you, man?
I'm really disappointed.
Why?
That you would think it's acceptable to phone up the show when I'm not here and swear and belittle the woman who was taking the phone calls. Someone who's on 1/10 of the money I'm on.
No.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. I didn't. I told her that...
Sean,
no,
Sean, shut up and listen, right? Yeah, we made peace. But I have it on excellent authority, the best authority, that you phoned up and you spoke to the young woman who was answering the telephones, doesn't get paid very much, as if that makes a difference. Shouldn't, but I guess it does. And you complained to her about the news or something that had nothing to do with the show that was going out, and you swore aggressively at her, and she was actually quite upset. And but listen, phoning me up, I get paid a lot of money. Phoning me up, swearing at me, I mean, if that's what you want to do, sometimes it makes good radio, sometimes it's tedious. But you know what? I'm a big guy, I can take it. But phoning up and belittling the person who's on the phones and isn't on air is outrageous.
And also backing it up with, I pay your wages.
Yeah, Sean, that's unacceptable, mate. And so I'm hoping you phoned up to apologise.
Not me. I've been away. I've been in Italy. I haven't called into your radio station since the last time I spoke to you, I promise you.
Didn't you speak to me?
No. The last time I spoke to Talk Radio was the night that I spoke to Iain before he went on holiday.
Hang on a second.
But we discussed that conversation.
Not me.
Right.
No, not me.
Matty, who will be listening to this show right now, we have entered a parallel...
I can check his call history.
Check it, because, Catherine, if we're wrong, you have totally got me befuddled, and I'm in deep doodah.
Let's have a look.
Okay, let's have a little look. See, this could be awful, Catherine. If you balls this up, then okay. I swear to God, I'm
history.
Friday.
It's a lot like you rang up a lot on Friday.
Yeah, you phoned up on Friday, mate.
What, last Friday?
Yeah, you phoned up on Friday. So
last Friday I was in Italy.
Okay, well, someone using your name and your number phoned up on Friday.
Well, not guilty. Not guilty.
Matty?
I was in Naples on Friday night eating street food.
Matty?
Matty. Not me, I was in Italy at my cousin Antonella's 50th birthday party.
It's interesting, because your phone number keeps ringing and was rejected, which usually means they've been abusive.
Not me. Honestly, I swear to you, not me.
Who was using
I got back in on Sunday morning.
Who was using your phone then?
All right, hang on a minute. Did he come on? He came on there and spoke to you.
No,
Someone?
No, on Friday he didn't.
No. But the other Sean you're talking about came on there and spoke to you.
Not that night.
No, but at some point came on there and spoke to you. What day?
I think it was the Monday.
Okay, all right, here we go. So we're going to go to talkradio.co.uk. This is really exciting. What a thrilling start to the show. Let me work out how to use this awful... It's not on there.
No, the first Monday that you were off, did call in.
Oh! And you spoke to Catherine?
Before I went to Italy.
Hang on a minute. You just said you didn't call in at all last week.
No, the Monday, I said to you, the first Monday that you were off.
Yeah.
whoever was presenting the show made a monologue.
Right, yes.
I think it was about... Who was the girl that died?
Yes, Caroline Flack, yes.
Yeah, and I called in and said that was amazing what you just said.
Right,
you know, and I
but hang on a second, 2 minutes ago...
And the next day I flew to Italy.
They put the phone down on you?
Yeah.
On air?
Yeah. Well, you all do, don't you? I mean, it's always disappointing when you call into a radio show because...
2 minutes ago, you said you hadn't... 2 minutes ago, you said you hadn't called in at all last week. Now...
No, I said...
No. 2 minutes ago, you said
let me talk.
No, Sean. 2 minutes ago, you said you hadn't called in at all last week, and now you're saying you did call in.
No, I didn't call in last week. It was the week before, wasn't it?
No, I was off last week.
It was a week ago on Monday.
Yes, so that would...
Yeah, there
Jesus,
you go.
that would be last week.
All right, I'll give you that one. Yeah, it was. Yeah, last week. Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
last week.
so you've gone from saying that you didn't call in last week to actually you did call in. And do you know who you spoke to last week?
The girl that was presenting instead of you.
Yes.
Do you know that girl's me that was here when Ian is here?
Hi, how are you?
Yeah, I'm all right, thanks. Nice to speak to you last
good.
week.
It was you that followed me on
yeah,
Twitter.
and it wasn't.
It
and
wasn't
then we
her
fell
that
out,
followed you on
and
Twitter.
we fell
Yeah,
out.
you've unfollowed me.
She didn't
I
follow
didn't
you on
follow
Twitter.
Well, someone did.
Yeah, someone did. It's Twitter, but it wasn't her. And then you phoned in on Friday because I can see your number on my screen, and you were rude to the person that takes the phone calls.
Yeah, because we were talking about Craden Bales, and you said, "Are you effing stupid?" We all know it was a hoax, and then you kept ringing because we can see that on the log. The little 9-year-old Australian kid who was at the centre of a big Twitter outpouring of love because he was being bullied at school, and you said he was a fraud. Do you remember?
No.
I suggest
not me.
I suggest you need help, Sean, because I've got
cross lines.
Well, not cross lines, not busy lines. I can see that you phoned on Friday. I can see it. I can see it here. 2 minutes past 10 last Friday.
Not me, man. Honestly, not me.
Honestly,
not me. I was in Italy on Friday night.
Okay, well then someone using your phone. Who lives in the house with you?
Well, you know, my two sons.
Okay, well then one of your sons phoned up pretending to be you. Doesn't sound likely though, does it?
Well, I had my phone on me in Italy, so...
Okay, well then you phoned.
Me.
Because, mate, I can see your call history. I'm not making this up. I can see on the screen, you called on Sunday night as well, right? At 29 minutes past 9.
No.
Yeah, you did, twice. 29 minutes past 9 and then 9:30.
Your system must be screwed up. Honestly,
it must be screwed up, but how could it be screwed up? You called and you were rude to the person that answered the phone. And here's the thing.
No.
If it hadn't been you, you'd be getting angrier. You'd be getting angrier.
I don't really care.
No, I know you don't.
You know, look, I don't care. I'm laid back about accusations made against me. I know where I was last Friday. I know where I was on Sunday.
And I know exactly that you called in on Friday and Sunday. And that's fine. That's fine.
Well, I'm telling you I didn't, so, you know.
Okay, well, I'm telling you...
I don't really care whether you believe me or not anyway.
I don't believe you. I think you're lying. Or you're not very well. One of those two.
No, I tell you what it is. I protect myself against narcissists like you. You don't get through to me anymore.
Narcissists like me, or people that confront you when you belittle and bully women that are on 1/10 of my salary.
What's wages got to do with anything?
Not very much.
Well, apparently you pay them.
Oh, if they are on 1/10 of your salary, honey, I would revert back to the.
Here we go. Here we go. Come on, spit it out.
What's it called?
Here we go. Come on, buddy. You got it. This is going to be a zinger. Come on, Sean.
She's not earning the same money as you. What about the gender pay gap?
Because it's different jobs. Yes, gender pay gap is when you pay someone the same for the same job.
Well, you know.
Well, yeah, you know, she's doing a different job. But yeah, I agree. I agree, Catherine.
I think she's well worth your money, mate.
Here we go. Shawnee, baby. Here we go.
Who are you talking about now? Me or the woman that you berated?
Yeah, you, I think.
Oh, no, well, you're talking about a different woman. I know we all sound the same to you, but she answered the phone and you told her, actually, you should know exactly what she's paid because you told her that you pay her wages. And so you should be able to say exactly what you want to her. And she wasn't allowed to put the phone down.
Making things up. Now you're making
I think one of us is definitely making something up.
Well, if you're... where did you get that information from? You just told me that you can just see my number on a screen.
Sean, you just said... Sean, the first thing you said when you came on was a lie. You said you didn't call up at all last week, right? Then with a little bit of prodding, then you're saying you didn't call up again last week?
You spoke to me.
I called it on the Monday.
Yes, which was last week. You denied making that call. Then with a little bit,
was it? Because today's Wednesday.
Yeah, so last week was Monday.
7 days. A week is 7 days.
Oh my God, we're dealing with someone who's actually thick. I'm so sorry. I thought it was a liar or someone with an illness. He's actually thick. Wow. Last week, you're telling me you don't know what the phrase "last week" means, Sean?
7 days.
You don't know what last week means? My God. My God, Sean, where did you go to in Italy?
I went to Naples.
How did you get there?
My family come from. I flew.
Yeah, which airport did you go from?
Huh?
Which airport did you leave?
Gatwick.
Yeah, and which airport did you fly to?
Naples.
Okay, which day did you go?
On Wednesday, and I came back on Sunday.
Okay, and who did you see out there?
My cousin Antonella. It was her 50th birthday, and I was sort of surprised.
Okay.
It was a surprise because she didn't think I was coming.
Yeah, well, I don't think you did go.
We're very close, and...
I don't think you did go. Keith?
Hello, mate, yep.
Can you verify, I wasn't here last week. Was Sean on Catherine's show last week?
Yes, because it was the night I phoned in, that was my first time on the air. And I can remember him, that sort of hectoring attitude where he says, no, please let me speak.
Well, also, he's in the podcast, so...
Yeah, and because it was the same night that Mad Geordie was on, Catherine, who was really giving you stick.
No, that was on the Friday. The Friday, Sean didn't come on, but he was flashing up talking to... the producer.
Yeah.
And I could see his number coming, and in the end I said, you don't have to answer the phone to him.
All right. Well, I'm sorry, I may have got it wrong. I do apologise.
Keith, you are a terrible witness, I'm afraid.
No, he was mentioned, though, because I said to him, why don't you talk to me?
No, I'm so sorry. I have to strike Keith's testimony from this case. Keith.
From the record.
Stricken from the record, Keith. You are a very poor witness. And if
I know, I'm blind, mate.
Oh, he's a blind witness. Your Honour, this man is committing perjury. I say dismiss Keith and hang him.
Yeah, by all means.
Yeah.
Keith, can I ask you one question, though?
Put him on the wagon.
Shut your face. Monday...
Yeah.
Not this Monday just gone, the one before...
Yeah.
Would you say that was... Shut your face, Sean. Would you say that was last week?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You go back. It's like, I'm going to phone you on week Monday, which is the next Monday.
Yeah. And we could say...
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll tell you what, I'll give you that.
Right, Sean... It's very generous of you, Sean, to agree that we're all speaking English. Well done. Okay, so you did call. You did call last week.
You know what this is like, don't you?
It's like a really bad liar being caught out.
No, this is like an episode of Yes, Prime Minister.
Oh, let's talk about old telly.
Have you quarantined yourself? Thank you for your call, Keith. Have you quarantined yourself?
No.
Well, then you are a scumbag.
No, the coronavirus is only north of Pisa, and I was in Naples, which is far south.
Yeah, well, you should quarantine yourself for the safety of everybody, and that includes phone calls to radio shows where you lie. Sean, just admit that you phoned up last Friday, because I know that you did, mate. I know that you did.
No, I didn't.
Or someone using your telephone did.
No, not me.
That's
Honestly,
really disappointing. That's really
also,
disappointing.
someone using the same patter talking about paying wages. Because you remember he said that his advertising revenue paid your wages.
Sean, honestly, dude, mate, was the party on Friday?
No, it was on the Thursday evening.
So you could have been boozed up or high or something?
No, on the Friday night I went to a village where my family, on the Friday afternoon, I went to a village where my family come from and saw the lands where my great-grandfather and my great-grandmother lived before they came here.
How, and tell me about, so you flew over there. Do we, because I don't quite understand Brexit at the moment, do we still need passports to go to Italy?
Yeah, of course you do. You've always had, even with we never joined the Schengen agreement, so you've always needed passport.
Okay, and you took your passport?
Yeah.
Okay. 4 days ago would have been Tuesday, Monday. So why on Saturday were you tweeting, guess who needs a new passport? Me.
Yeah, I do need a new
Can't
passport.
wait to get it.
Yeah, I do need a new passport.
Okay.
And I can't wait to get it. My one runs out in May, so I'm going to apply for it in May, and I'll get the new blue one.
Blue one. Okay, so let's have a little look-sees. Let's have a little look-sees.
And I also tweeted to say that I think that we should put a Union Jack on the other side of the photo.
Absolute idiot. I bet there's going to be some great pictures on your Twitter feed of you in Italy, right?
No,
let's have a look.
I don't do
let's have a little look.
And stuff.
I see. You just tweet things like childish twat. Okay, so you just tweet abuse to people. Okay, so you mugged
yourself up on the Jungle, and you walked off of what was that show that you got?
It was the Matthew Wright stuff, and I did that because he was about to name my ex-wife on air, someone I've never named, and I keep very private. So I was protecting my family, Sean. I was protecting my family when I walked off that show.
Fair enough. Listen, it's fair enough.
Yeah, it is fair enough.
You can't judge me by your own behaviour.
Yes, no, I'm not. I'm judging you by your behaviour. I'm not judging you by my behaviour. I'm judging you by your behaviour. That's what I'm judging you by. That's what I'm judging you by. Judge me.
Not lest you be judged.
I be judged. I be judged. Judge me. I'm judging you by your behaviour. Yes, judge me. Judge me. I'm inviting you to judge me.
Listen.
No, I'm going to go through your Twitter feed and prove that you weren't in Italy. I'm going to carry on going through your Twitter feed and prove that you weren't in Italy.
Jesus. Well, I went through your Twitter feed, and guess what?
I wasn't in Italy either. You can prove it from that.
No. Guess what I found on your Twitter feed?
Here we go, a zinger.
Here we go. Ladies, hang on a minute. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've got a blank tape at home, go and get it, put it in the machine, because this is going to be an absolute doozy, ladies and gentlemen. Sean has got a zinger. Sean has been through my Twitter feed, and he's found something. Here comes the gag. Away you go, Sean.
Right. Do you remember when the first night I phoned in, you said you were going mad at me, and you said, oh, this guy Sean, he keeps on the Twitter, he's Sean. And I said, no, I'm not Sean, I'm Basic Element. Well, guess what? I went through your Twitter feed, and you don't have a follower called Sean.
I don't. You went through my 98,000 followers, and you found that I don't have a follower called Sean.
Do you know what I found on your feed from Friday when you weren't ringing up saying that the kid in Australia is a hoax? Remember that when you didn't do that? So
you didn't phone up on Friday and say the kid that was getting bullied in Australia was a hoax. Catherine, what have you found?
A tweet on the 21st of February, which I think was Friday. Turns out she's an actress and has been taking this kid on auditions. Child abuse. Pretty much what the person using your phone is saying.
I know what you're talking about, the little kid. Well, that's true.
Yeah, but so you're saying, so you've tweeted, Sean, so you did tweet about that kid while you were in Italy, right?
Yeah, but I didn't know that you were talking about
and
that.
So
we weren't.
I did actually.
Sean, practice your... This is the big story here. Sean, practice... You're back in England now, remember, according to your story. Practice your listening skills. So, on the Friday, you were tweeting about the kid...
You can talk.
Yeah, I can talk. It's my job. Here we go. Shut up. Your microphone's down. This is great. I feel like Columbo or Judge Judy. So, on the Friday that you were in Italy... you were tweeting about that kid being bullied, which is something Catherine was not talking about. You're saying that you did not phone up the radio station and use almost exactly the same language to the young person that was taking the phone calls even though my screen proves that you did it. You're saying that you didn't. It's just a coincidence that on that day you were tweeting from Italy about the same thing that the person using your phone number called up to complain about. It's just a coincidence.
Must be, yeah.
Oh, Sean, you've let yourself down, mate. Thank you so much for calling.
No, listen, thank you.
No, I don't listen to liars and fantasists. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
That was fun. Me and Kath have both had, for entirely different reasons, what I guess you could call a lousy day. I mean, that underplays it somewhat.
Yeah.
And we both came into work going, I've really got nothing. So thank you, Sean. Thank you for that. And you've really helped us hone our detective skills. Catherine hasn't used her journalism training for a wee while. And I've not used all those episodes of Columbo I watched when I was a student for a while. So thank you. Thank you. Mark, we've got another witness. Yes, Martin?
Another witness. Hello, Iain. We spoke last night. You'll probably recall. I hope you had a good day today, both of you. Yeah, I just wanted to...
Are you on speakerphone?
I'm sorry.
I was going to say, don't even try fibbing to us. We'll have you.
Are you calling from Italy?
Yeah, I was waiting to come on air and then I just didn't switch back to the speaker off. Right, it's off now, as you can probably tell now, with your detective skills.
Thank you.
Which I'm glad they haven't failed you, as I can confirm. If we remember, there was the sad, tragic news story of Caroline Flack on the, I think it was the 15th, the Saturday, and then you weren't there all of last week. Is that correct, Iain?
That is correct.
To my knowledge?
Yes.
Because I didn't listen most of the week. I did hear Casto on the Monday opening up the show, and I do believe that was the day possibly that Sean called in. Then was it not?
On Monday, yeah.
Because it sticks in my mind because it went pretty well, and then suddenly it started to turn.
It flipped.
And you requested and reminded Sean that it wasn't fair. Ian wasn't there to respond or defend himself, so you put a stop to that pretty quickly. And if I remember rightly, the concerning thing that it almost shocked me was I think Sean shared with everyone that he works in investment banking or the financial sector. Yeah, no, we've all had a bit of a dabble before, possibly these days with Bitcoin, blockchain, cryptocurrency.
Oh, yes.
But I don't know what's going on in that man's head, really.
Here's the thing,
as I said last night.
We have listen, the phone box, the computer system we have is called Phonebox. Technically, it ain't great in that sometimes it'll lose calls and it'll drop calls and all that. But in terms of keeping a very, very solid record, which we have to do by law, of everybody that's... if someone texted me now, I can click on it and I can see all the texts they've ever sent to this radio station.
Indeed, that's right.
The same with the phone calls.
No, absolutely, because like other establishments where you've worked, and exactly you can tell if someone's called before, and often they're surprised when you say where they're calling from, and they think to themselves, I'll even say to you, I didn't say that. What's going on? Am I being watched? Well, they kind of are. We
Martin,
kind of are.
You are an excellent witness, and it is appreciated. Thank you very much indeed. Sean, if you want to call in and apologise, I'll accept it and we'll have a laugh.
I mean, it doesn't need to be the end.
No. Just phone in and say, you know what, I had a tough day Friday in Italy, and yeah, I phoned up and I was rude to whoever it was answered the phone, and I got embarrassed and I didn't want to admit it, and I got backed into. I painted myself in a corner. It was me. I'm really sorry to that person. I'm really sorry to you and Catherine for lying. We're cool, and we're all cool. We are all cool, but until then, we ain't cool.
Here's what I say to my daughters, and I say this to you, Sean. If you tell me the truth, we can sort it out.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
Otherwise, it just gets bigger.
And doesn't it come to something when our 8-year-olds are better at telling the truth than... I mean, looking at his picture, what is he, 50? Better than telling the truth, than that grown man. It breaks my heart, but it also shows that we're doing something right. Here we go. Sean, come on, let's do it. Let's do it, big man. Let's do it.
I don't trade cryptocurrency or any of that stuff.
Okay.
It's a stupid man's game, cryptocurrency.
Okay.
Fundamentals. below it.
Okay.
I trade the currency.
You trade in bullshit, if I may be so bold. Now, would you like...
Oh, that's nasty.
Isn't it? Well, so is swearing at someone who's answering the phones, like the big man. So...
Well, what I would like to do is just have a nice conversation.
It's not happening. Not happening until...
But I don't trade crypto.
I couldn't give a stuff. Couldn't give a stuff. We're not having a conversation ever again. Please be quiet. We're not having a conversation ever again until you apologise for the way you spoke to the producer of this show last Friday.
Well, I'll give you a cryptocurrency apology if you want me to do that.
What I would like, Sean, is I would like you to be the big man, big guy, tough guy, and apologise for the way you spoke to the producer of this show last Friday.
Sometimes you have to be the lion to be the lamb you really are.
Okay.
I'll
Stop talking bollocks. Hang on.
Here we go.
Okay. What are you apologising for?
Whatever you want me to apologise for.
No.
That's not an apology.
What I want to hear from you.
No, sir. No, sir. You don't get to dictate what you want to hear from me, sir. Because, sir, I have not sworn. F-bombs, I believe, were thrown. F-bombs.
Yeah. And then also belittling language, like, you can't put the phone down on me, listen to me, I pay your wages.
I am deliberately not naming the producer because she is not here. Would I be right? Correct me if I'm wrong, because I only heard this from you. Would I be right in saying that she was upset by that call?
Yeah, I had to say to her, you don't have to listen to that.
Okay. So we try again. Shawnee, we try again. Sean.
Whatever slate there is.
No, goodbye, mate. Goodbye. You're being silly. Phone up and apologise. Someone's texted, I'm in Naples. I've been asking around, and no, nobody remembers seeing Sean. Okay. Anthony.
Good evening, how are you?
Lady Alex, it's Anthony from the Hoddesdon. His face. Oh, my God. Yeah, I'm good. Do you remember Lady Alex from the old LBC shows, Anthony? No. I vaguely do. Anyway, he's there. He's the fella that answered the phone.
Really?
Doesn't mean anything to you. Okay. I was the draw. I was the draw. Agent Crisp was second. Anthony, it's so lovely to speak to you on this holiest of Wednesdays. I believe it's called Shrove Wednesday. It's the Wednesday when Christ burnt a cork and went round rubbing it on his mates' faces without them noticing. So what can we do? I think that's the story. What can we do for you tonight, Anthony?
How are you both doing anyway?
None of your freaking business, you piece of trash. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that. We've had tough days, but we're here to have a laugh.
Yeah, which is good, Ian.
It's very good.
When Spain got bored, so I came back.
You went to Spain, got bored and came back. I did the same thing when I went to Morocco 2 years ago. I went to Morocco, got really bored because it's a dump, and came back.
In Spain, it's all closed, winter time, nothing to do.
Oh, where did you go in Spain?
Went to Salou.
Okay.
Oh, Port Salou, the cheese.
It's not the cheese.
That's what. Yes, it is. Port Salou, the cheese. Is it like a holiday resort?
No, it's a place called St. Carty Rapita. There's mainly boats and that. It's a small town, but, not worth going to, Ian.
Okay,
really.
Well, yeah, I'm not going to go to any of Spain. This is why I voted Brexit, so I don't have to go to Spain and catch coronavirus.
Wow.
I don't want to catch Iain.
I don't want to catch the coronavirus from those dirty boys that are just having sex without Johnnies, and then they're saying that they want to marry you, but really they just want to do it with you.
What?
That's Spain.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Shocking.
What did you say?
Shocking, Ian.
Shocking, he said. Shocking, he said.
Wow.
Scott Balcony Shirts is excited that you're calling in.
Oh, how is he doing?
He's dead.
Oh, shit.
Whoa, what?
Sugar.
Shit, sugar.
Sugar, sugar.
Yeah, I know, it's a shame, but he's still excited. He's just texted, even though he's dead, saying, Anthony!
How is he, is he still alive, then?
No, he's dead.
Don't know how he's tweeting.
From beyond the grave.
Oh, he's a zombie.
Yeah, he's zombie tweets.
Was using a medium.
I think he's quite slim, actually. So probably a small. Anthony, can we help you?
I think we can.
Yeah, on a serious note, Ian, as you know, I split with my partner about 3 weeks ago now.
I do know that, yeah.
And I still feel a bit down, depressed, you know, still feeling that emotional thing, you know. It's hard to go, really, isn't it?
It is hard, and 3 weeks is not a long time, man. In all seriousness, 3 weeks, it's still very fresh and very recent. It gets easier. You know, a lot of these cliches are cliches because they're true, and this is one of the truest when it comes to people passing and relationships ending. Time is a great healer, and I feel almost embarrassed saying it, but it's true. Everything gets less painful with time.
I think the best thing to do is just keep listening to you all the time. It's simple.
Well, yes. You know, in a couple of weeks, I'm reducing to 4 nights a week, and Kath is doing the Friday show.
Oh, well, that'd be cool.
Yeah, it will be cool. Well, hang on a minute. He could have been a little bit upset, but it will be cool, as Kath is my favourite radio presenter.
That's because she's pretty damn good, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. I mean, my first suggestion was Andre Walker, but he was busy, so they went for my second. But unfortunately, James Max is really busy doing his morning show, so they settled on my third. When Ian Collins said no, things got tricky, and we really had to scratch our heads, and eventually we came up with Kath.
So I'm happy though.
It's funny because it's true.
Is she doing a good job?
She's doing a good job. Anthony, it will get better, mate, I promise you. As someone who's been through many split-ups.
Splits?
Up-splits. Up-splits. It gets better, mate. It really does. Do you want to say sorry yet?
Well, do you want to say sorry to the whole of the country of Spain?
Not really, no.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Okay, we've got... The switchboard is empty apart from 2 callers who will not be getting on. Chris in Port Talbot and Sean. Put your phones down. You've had your go.
Do we give Sean one more chance?
Oh, God, do we? Would you like to apologise, Sean? This is your last chance.
Hello?
Would you like to apologise, Sean? This is your last chance. Because if we do it any more than this, it gets cruel.
Sorry, I didn't realise that I was online. Am I online?
You're on the telephone, right? You called in, yeah?
Oh, no, I must have pressed the button.
Yeah, that's how phones work. You press the button.
1 minute, hang on 1 minute. I've got another call coming in, I think.
From Italy?
Oh, no. So is it you now?
I mean, this is just not fair, is it? This is like.
No, hello. I'm with you. Sorry.
I don't know if you are. This is like the hounds chasing the fox. The hounds are always going to win. I'm going to blood you in a minute, Catherine. Yes, Sean. Would you like to apologise? It's really simple because we all know it was you.
I already have apologised.
No, you haven't, though, mate.
You might not remember.
Yeah, because you didn't. You didn't.
I just want to get over this hump.
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Well, all you got to do is apologise. Oh, no, sir. All you have to do is admit that you phoned in last Friday and you were rude to the young person who was producing.
Not going to happen.
Thanks very much for your call. Here we go. Hello, Tina.
Hello. Are you finished with Sean?
Sean has gone. Are you on speakerphone? Because you better not be, because if you are, you're getting cut off.
No. He's cut me off.
No, I haven't cut you off.
He's cut me off.
No, I haven't cut you off.
No.
Jesus.
No, that was the radio. I pressed the button to turn you off the radio.
Are you on speakerphone?
No.
Then why can't I hear you very well? Is the phone near your mouth?
Oh, okay. Sorry, I've got a new phone. The speaker's on the bottom. Can you hear it now?
Yes, okay. That's how phones work. All the phones have the speakers on the bottom. All the phones. Would you think they have them on the back or on the top? All the phones have got speakers. All the phones have got speakers on the bottom. Why is that a revelation? All the phones have got speakers on the bottom.
Mate, calm down. I'm a few years older than you, and I'm mutting Jeff in my left ear, and I can't really hear good in the right ear.
Pardon?
But I'm hot.
I've seen pictures.
Of me?
I blocked you on Twitter today.
Oh, because I tagged you.
I can't hear what you're saying.
Did I tag you?
I was involved. I was getting messages that had the C word in, the S word, the F word.
Sorry.
So I blocked you.
Yeah, block me. No, I'm so sorry.
I did. I blocked you.
I'm so sorry. Pardon?
I did. I blocked you.
I said I'm so sorry.
Okay.
That's fine. Keep me blocked.
I will do. My new rule is if I block someone, I don't unblock. I'm never unblocking. We accept it.
That's unfair.
Sorry?
No, that's fair.
No, I'm not. Okay, shut up. My new rule is if I block someone, Catherine, they're staying blocked. They're staying blocked. They can write and apologise or put it in context. No. If I see something in my stream, my Twitter feed that I don't like, I'm blocking you. That is it. It's done. It's over. Doesn't mean you can't listen. Doesn't mean you can't phone the show. You can still phone the show. You're blocked from Twitter. That's it.
I phoned you. I didn't even know I was blocked. But that's all right.
Okay, but we didn't know your fader was down then. Right. So what have you got?
I got forcibly removed from a show that you was on that you removed yourself from.
No, you didn't. No, you did. No, because I've never been on that show. I've never been on the Jeremy Vine show.
Sorry. Yeah. Yeah, but you were in that studio with another host. That's what I meant.
Yeah, okay. I've been in lots of studios, yes. So you got forcibly removed from the Jeremy Vine show.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you a question and you're going to give the answer nothing, and then I'm going to ask the question again and you're going to tell me the truth, okay? What did you do?
I attended the show and Alex... No, I can't mention names.
Don't mention any names.
The audience wrangler had me at the studio door to go in there. Then he said the director said it's too late, and I said, fair enough, I'll go downstairs and I'll get a coffee and I'll wait for my friend who got me the ticket. Then about an hour later, the head of security at can I say the news building?
You can say ITN.
Head of security at that place came to me and said, are you Tina Buckley?
Right. And
I got really upset because I said, I only want to be contacted there if anything happened to my mum.
Tina, well, that's not their responsibility. So a security man coming to you... No, Tina, you listen. A security man is well within his rights to come up to someone who's been sat in the reception for an hour and ask who you are. They're allowed to do that.
Yes. But why I cried is I thought my mum had phoned, and he said, no, it's not your mum. Someone at ITN has asked me to remove you. And I said, why? And he said, I'm not at liberty to say.
So what had you done?
Take it up with them.
What had you done?
I hadn't been in there. Nothing.
Nothing. There we go. That's so that was the question and that was the answer. Now I'll ask you again, and I want the truth this time. What had you actually done?
Yeah. I've done nothing.
What reason?
My friend.
What reason could they have? Will you shut up? No, you listen. Shut up. What reason could they possibly have to ask you to leave?
The only reason I can think of, because I don't know, I asked them, and then I phoned them today because I've got a solicitor.
The only reason you asked... Yeah, go, just... I don't want to care about the solicitor yet. We'll get to that insanity in a minute. The only reason you can think of is...
that I'm a good friend of Matthew. Who's
bollocks.
Not a
I can tell you now,
friend.
that's rubbish. That's rubbish.
All right.
That's rubbish.
Well, I don't know.
Okay, because maybe sitting in the reception for an hour...
wait for my friend, who I was told that I could sit there.
Tina,
and wait.
will you shut up and listen? I can see. Here's the thing. I would kick you out. I would kick you out if this was your attitude.
No, you wouldn't, because I'm welcome. The audience man who invited.
I would kick you out if you were this rude to me.
My friend.
I would kick you out if you were this rude.
Well, you kick.
Ooh.
Little F-bomb there, Tina. Little F-bomb there. What? Told you that would happen, didn't I?
That escalated, didn't it?
You missed a little F-bomb there. Someone has worked out who was producing the show last week and says it's a little bit old-fashioned, but I like it because I'm an old-fashioned man. Give her dad Sean's phone number. He'll sort it out. Well played.
Actually, do you know what? She could probably sort it out.
Oh, of course she could. Of course she could. It's a little bit old-fashioned and patronising. Of course she could.
But the point is, she shouldn't have to listen to that.
No. Those who don't know, Tina just gave me an F-bomb. That's why I blocked her on Twitter, because I was in the middle of a conversation. There's C, F, S, all flying around. I would suggest that escalated. I was pushing it a little bit because I wanted to see. That escalated within 45 seconds from 0 to 100 miles an hour, right? If you're in reception for an hour, reception don't really like people being there for an hour. They don't. In anywhere. And the ITN, it's a news building, there's TV studios there. It's a very serious building.
Security is
It's a security risk. It's a security risk in the same way that the BBC is, in the same way that this is. It's a security risk. Security here would not like it if a fan of the show waited in reception for an hour, and at some point, a lot earlier than an hour, would say, I'm really sorry, but you're going to have to wait somewhere else. There's a Costa over there. There's a pub just around the corner. You're going to have to wait somewhere. You can't wait here. You can't wait here. And the point I was trying to get to, Tina, is that maybe you got a little bit aggravated. You got really aggravated and upset there and swore at me after 45 seconds of me just gently, very gently prodding and deliberately prodding. So I can imagine, and you can't get upset because I've said I only want to be contacted if something's happened to my mum. Well, that's not the security guys. That's a strange thing, request to make in a building that you have no association with. It's a very strange request to make. And also, it's nothing to do with the security guard. If the security guard wants you out, okay, you might have a little, oh, come on, man, really? I'm going to be in the, oh, really? All right, then. Maybe you do that. I would go, really sorry? Yeah, sure, not a problem. But maybe you go, oh, come on. Okay. You've got to listen to what the security guard says. These are heightened security times, you know. So, Tina, think your explosion there, which I predicted, sums up why you were asked to leave. And you can block me on Twitter. That's absolutely fine. I don't have a problem with that. It doesn't bother me at all. You can stop phoning my show. That's absolutely fine. I'm still feeling uncomfortable after you were biphobic to me, you know, and some of the other kind of suggestions that were made. So, hey, listen, that's fine. Thank you, Tina. And thank you, Sean. Chris, please stop calling, because we're not answering. 0344 499 1000. Annie says, WTF is going on tonight. Is it criminal callers or what? No, I don't think we can say that, no. Jen says, possibly the funniest hashtag TLNA, it's the late night alternative, of all time on Talk Radio tonight. There we go. Okay, fine. Oh, man, let's take another call.
I mean, really?
Yes, it's our job.
Yeah.
Jack!
Good evening, Ian. Good evening, Kat.
Jack.
Please don't shout at us.
Whatever we've done, Jack, we're so sorry.
No, it's okay. The thing is, I actually got the F-bomb because I was on hold.
Oh, you heard it. Okay, well, you're one of the... This is how the system works. If someone is on hold, the next few callers, you get to hear what gets dumped. Lucky old you, Jack.
Yeah, it was a nice one. So I was in the car today with my friend, and a song came on, and I said, I think I'm going to show this to Iain Lee.
Okay.
And she said, really? And I said, yeah, I think he'll dig it.
Okay.
So, I don't know if you want to maybe have a little listen.
All right.
Or whether...
Do you know what my feeling about this is? The fact that you use the term, he'll dig it, means that you get him.
We speak the same language.
Yeah.
Yes. What is it? I'm on YouTube. Tell me what it is.
Okay, so his name is a bit odd. It's Max.
Okay.
Rabe, R-A-A-B-E.
Yep.
Oops, I did it again.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
I'm in. Now, tell me how you know this. Okay.
So, basically, I was at a gig, and it was like...
I see how this works.
It was a vintage gig.
Yep.
Amazing dancers were kind of getting up. And then the DJ, who had a live drummer with him, so that was brilliant, played this. Okay.
I can see a picture, so I know how this is going to work. I think I'm going to like it.
Okay.
I've heard this kind of thing before, but I think I'm going to like it. Here we go.
Oops, I did it again.
Oh, yeah.
did it again. I made you believe we're more than just friends.
But why is he... what he needs, because he's obviously doing it in like a 20s style.
He needs a microphone to do that voice.
He needs that, and he also needs the crackly record.
But I'm serious, forced to lose all my sense.
Hang on, I want to try this. Oh, he's gone, the caller's gone. Only if she wants to come on. You don't have to listen to it.
Make a big noise playing in the street. Gonna be a big man someday. You got mud on your face, you big disgrace. Kicking your can all over the place, singing we will, we will.
I get it. I get it. I get it. It's kind of thing you go, oh yeah. I get it.
I would find it hilarious.
Yeah. Okay, we get it. Is Tina coming on or not? Because I'm in the mood for dancing, romancing. I feel I'm ready to go tonight. I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood. Is she coming on, or am I'm gonna? Is she? What is she? It's either yes or no. It's either yes or no. Well, then just say thanks very much, goodbye, because we're missing other calls as a direct result of. I know. Alex, do it. You can do it. You can do it right now, please. You can do it.
Too nice.
He is. He's a nice guy.
We got Sam just to the right level of.
You can. Yes. Tina, I look forward to your apology.
Well, you're not getting one.
Well, then don't swear at me.
I'm not swearing at you.
You did. You told me to F off.
Yeah, because you didn't hear. You've taken what I've said.
Tina, I don't like your attitude. I think we'll leave it here. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye. 0344 499 1000. This, dear listener, happens 5 nights a week between 10 and 1. What a tense hour! My God! My God, isn't it? My God, mein Herr! Chris calling in, he's not getting on. Oh, yay. For the next hour, can we just, let's everyone be kinder. Be kinder. Let's try that, shall we, guys? 03 499 1000. That's the telephone number. The switchboard is empty, apart from a guy calling who's not going to get on. And a woman calling who's not going to get on now. What a world. Don't answer. This is Talk Radio.
Talk Radio. Across the UK. Late night with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
With you, then I should stay.
and Cass. Then I should 3, 4. Sit and wonder why I'm leaving. Sit and wonder why you'll call. Everybody. Sit and wonder why I'm looking for a meaning. Sit and wonder why I'm wondering at all. Man alive, treat yourself, right? The Dave Mason, Cass Elliot album. Every now and then I remember it and go, oh, there's a really good album that nobody knows about. And every song on there is just supposed to be Dave Mason album produced by Cass, Elliot, Mama Cass. And she ended up just singing on it and they made it together.
She was going to do a few backing vocals and then it kind of escalated.
It's more Dave Mason and it's sort of some duets, but and it's a joy. Oh, it's a joy. It really, and it sold about, I think it was about 7. And it's absolutely great, and it's one of the great. There's not many lost albums left. Nearly all the lost albums have been rediscovered, and the lost albums that come up now are crap.
Do you remember when we spoke to Dave Mason? He was really surprised that we were so obsessed with that album.
Yeah. Remember when we spoke to Owen Elliott, Cass's daughter? We had some amazing people on. First guest I think we had on the show. First guest may have been a slightly distracted Stephen Page, or he may have been the second guest. But I think the first guest was John Sebastian from The Loving Spoonful. And we got him because I emailed his website saying, I know it's a long shot, but hosting a show in the UK, big fan. I wondered if Mr. Sebastian would like to come on the show. Reply was, yeah, I'd love to. When do you want me? Signed, JS. Wow, we've had some wicked guests, man. It'd be a shame when it comes to an end. It will at some point. Is it the end of June? I don't flipping know. Can someone tell me, Denny, Liam, will I have a job in the summer or not? Just so I know whether I can book a holiday. Thanks, guys. 0344 I don't care anymore. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Let's go to Dave. Good evening, Dave.
Good evening, Cass. Good evening, Ian.
Welcome
to you.
By the way, could you just sit this out for a second, Cass?
Sure, yeah.
I want to destroy this piece of trash scumbag. This guy's a scumbag, and I tell you, do you know why you're a scumbag, Dave?
There's so many reasons. I can't tell you.
There are so many reasons. I'll narrow it down to the one I'm thinking of right now, okay?
I had terrible music taste.
Shut your face. Shut your face. As you know, Catherine, I had a big clear out of records, vinyl. Shut up. Sneering at me. Big clear out of vinyl records. Big clear out, right? I got big box. You saw it. You saw me do it.
Yes, I
did. You saw me do it.
I saw some of it, yeah.
Yeah, you saw some of it. Round 2 is happening soon. And I know that Dave collects records. Mm-hmm. And these records are probably worth a lot of money. And I said to Dave, you can have them. They're yours. He went, no, thanks. Nah, I won't bother. Because he thinks I've got poor taste in me. Nah, I won't have them, thanks.
We did say that it was Tijuana Brass and Mrs. Mills.
You've got to take the rough with the smooth, buddy. Yes, there is some Tijuana Brass in there. There is some
There's some good stuff in it, which is David Cassidy. And I went, oh, okay.
There's some Paul Revere and the Raiders.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. Here we go. Well, you can't have it now. You can get nothing.
Too late. No.
It's too late, baby.
No, give it to a charity shop.
No. I recreated America in 1965, and I had a burning session in my back garden. But instead of Beatles burning, it was a Dave burning, and I had pictures of you all around the garden on sticks while I wore my clan outfit, and I threw all these records on a burning pyre and laughed at you. Yeah, exactly. Dave, but now we've got that out of the way, I feel we've cleared the air somewhat. We can be buddies again. What have you got for us?
Well, I've taken my medication, so, I'm good for at least 10 minutes, unlike everyone else who's phoned up tonight.
Dear God, what a show.
Jojo Rabbit. Can we talk about it?
We can. We can, but we are going to avoid spoilers because it's still fresh.
It's been out for 2 months.
Well, but also, it's beautiful, and I was lucky in that I'd avoided all spoilers. I hadn't even seen a trailer. And that film is one I'm going to be thinking about for years.
I'm going to watch it again very, very soon. It's a work of art.
I sort of think the trailer sort of missold it in a way. It made it out to be all sort of wacky.
Does the trailer have a German... Because lots of the music in there is German versions of classics. Does it have a version of I'm a Believer in German, someone told me?
I think so,
Which is not in the not auf dem movie.
No, it's not on the soundtrack either.
Scumbags, absolute scumbags. I'm not going to let you spoil the movie for people, Dave. I'm sorry.
I don't want to spoil it, but I'm just glad you both like it.
I just want to talk about the ending. Sam Rockwell, and what's the lady's name?
Scarlett Johansson.
Scarlett Johansson is so good in it.
Rebel Wilson's brilliant.
Everyone's brilliant in it, and the kids obviously are just amazing. But Sam Rockwell was the one where I just every scene with him in it comes alive.
How does he manage? I mean, I've seen him in that and also in 3 Billboards.
Yeah.
He manages to be, well, a lovable racist.
Yeah. I tell you how he does it. It's called acting.
Okay.
And he's an actor.
Right.
So he can do it. You've got to watch Moon.
Okay, I'll watch that.
Moon is great, isn't it? Moon is great. But Jojo Rabbit I think it's beautiful. The bit where Hitler gets chucked out of a window, you're punching the air. It's incredible. It's funny, it's sad, it's incredible.
I recommended it to my dad today, and he said, I thought it, he said, is it a comedy? I said, well, yeah, but it's not a ha-ha ho-ho comedy. Spoiler, the Germans lose.
Yeah, it's really good. It's a work of art.
Yeah, I thought the use of music was great in it. Just the opening title, I thought, right. When the opening title started, I thought, yeah, I'm in the right place.
Oh, I think we can say that it's the German version of "I Want to Hold Your Hand" over a montage of people Sieg Heiling, and and I applauded at that. I applauded at just the bravery and I thought, okay, right, this sets the tone for the next 2 hours. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, and the use of the song at the end, I'm not going to say, but when it started, when the beat started, I went, oh, I know what this is.
But also, they got an obscure Arthur Lee track in there from 1976, I think it is. Wonderful. Yeah. Okay, that guy knows his music.
No, it's a very good soundtrack indeed. But this is not a spoiler at all, because only you'll know what I'm about.
He's going to spoil it. I know he's going to spoil it. He's like that guy that phones in and tells people the end of movies.
I'd say the shoes moment.
Okay. I'll let you have that.
I was in the cinema, and half the people gasped, and the rest started sobbing,
I was alone and yelled out loud.
But a lot of people, a lot of critics just didn't get it. It was very, very odd, but I liked it a lot.
It's great. It's genius. It's one of. Hey, listen. There's been some really great films recently, but this is innovative. This is art. This is completely different from anything I've ever seen before, and probably anything I will ever see again. Beautiful. Love it. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I think I've seen his previous. One of his previous films, Hunt of the Wilder People, which is pretty good.
I didn't like that. Everyone raved about that, and that was one I struggled with. I got 20 minutes into it, I went, it's not right. Yeah, but I might go back to it. Now I know his style.
Well, obviously, I tried to phone in last night.
I deleted your number.
Yeah.
Take the hint, buddy.
Can I say something I was going to say last night?
Yeah, go on.
Well, it's the Phil Lynott, Leslie Crowther story.
Go on.
When he asked for his daughter's hand in marriage. And Leslie Crowther said, you might as well, you've had the rest of her.
Oh! Come on down! Phil Lynott, come on down! Dave, thank you very much indeed. Let's go to Nick. Good evening, Nick.
Good evening to you, Ian. Right, I want to clear the air with you. My friend Tina rung up and she said that she supported you when you had that problem on Matthew Wright's show, and she did support you. She emailed Matthew Wright, she texted him, and told him that he was totally out of order.
So what?
And, well, no. Well,
that's irrelevant.
Well, it's not irrelevant when someone supports you, Ian.
No, it is irrelevant. It is irrelevant when they're rude to me.
Well, the thing was, you didn't let her explain. She thought...
Nick, you think you're helping, you're making things worse. So
well,
I suggest...
to make things worse.
No, I know you're not. So this is why I'm helping you. I suggest that you leave it. Because having people phoning up to defend someone who was very rude to me, when all it was very, very light questioning. And I've seen the abuse that she has sent to Jeremy Vine on Twitter. Someone I like. I don't know very well, but someone I like and has been very supportive to me. I don't want any of that. I don't want any of that. And we talk often about some callers, in particular, some listeners, but generally a few callers, who have entitlement, who think that they know me, who think that they are part of the show, who think that maybe they even make the show, who think that they deserve special treatment. Nobody does. Nobody does. Nobody does.
But But is it necessary to make someone physically sick who's having a lot of stress at the moment?
I didn't do that.
She is being physically sick at the moment.
I didn't make her fit. Oh, Nick, no. I'm not allowing that. I'm not allowing that. I was in first gear there. I'm not allowing that. I'm not responsible for her physical condition.
Because she's been looking after her sick mother.
Nick, it's irrelevant to all of this. I was very polite to her. She swore at me, got very angry for no reason whatsoever. It's nothing to do with me, mate. We're done. I respect that you're sticking up for a friend of yours, and that's great. That's great. But
thank you for respecting that, because I will stick up for my friend to eternity.
Okay.
And, I know what she did to get her mother back from pneumonia and CD.
That's okay. Well, that's irrelevant to what happened in that. That's Nick. I used to have to wipe my mum's arse when she, it's irrelevant. That is irrelevant. That is what I did with my mum and what she did with her mum is irrelevant to the last 25 minutes, isn't it? Really, isn't it?
Well, she's been under a lot of stress.
So have I.
And she's
so have I.
Under it.
So have I. And it's irrelevant.
Well, Iain,
and it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant to what happened in the last 25 minutes.
Well, as I say, I would like to try and smooth it over with you.
You've tried, and it hasn't worked. And thank you.
Well, I would like you to reconsider.
No, I know you would, and I'm not going to. But thank you.
And that's your final word on it.
That's my final word.
I supported you as well, and perhaps we shouldn't have supported you.
That's irrelevant. That's irrelevant.
Well, no, it's not irrelevant.
It is, Nick. It is irrelevant. What does it matter? What does it matter? And also, when you say you supported me walking off the Matthew Wright show, what did you write me a letter? Did you say what does it? You agreed with me. You agreed with me because you know it was right. You know I did the right thing. If you're now changing the definition of right and wrong simply because I won't let your friend back on the show because she told me to F off, if you're now changing the definition of right and wrong, well then I've lost all respect for you.
I'm not changing the definition of right or wrong.
What I did was right, but you're now saying that you don't agree with that. Well, that shows you to be spineless, Nick. So thank you for calling. It hasn't had the effect you've wanted. I hope you feel I've treated you with respect. I feel I've treated you with more respect than perhaps I needed to. And I wish you nothing but success and love and joy in your life, Nick. Thank you.
Please hold the line.
I'm not going to. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
I'm having fun tonight. Dave's call. I love speaking to Dave. But his call was like a little raft of normality in a sea of insanity. just this tiny little raft with a little guy in it waving, just going further and further into
Everybody okay?
Dave, come back!
Oh, dear. Right. So let me get this straight.
Yes, go on.
I can say what I want to anyone today, is that right?
Kath's had a really tough day, right? You think you've had it, right? You can say anything according to those rules. According to those rules, you can do whatever you want.
Let me take a run up. I've got so much to say.
If we're playing My Mum Top Trumps, you know what I mean? Oh, dear. Let's see where we go with this call, shall we? Yaz! Yas!
Hello.
Hello. Yas or Yaz? Yas.
Yes.
Yas. Hey, Yas, what you got for us?
I'm annoyed with you.
Good. You come to the right place.
Well, why on earth did you brand the whole of Morocco a dump?
Now, is Morocco the town or the country?
Country.
What's the town I was in?
Marrakesh.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
You know what? All right. I take some of that back. Marrakesh and the surrounding area is a dump.
Well, it depends. If you went there as a peasant, then maybe you did experience the rougher side of things.
I went there as a very wealthy celebrity, and it was a dump.
I doubt it. No, have you seen the hotels and the restaurants?
Yeah, I stayed in about 4 of them because I kept checking out of them because they were all crap.
They're all crap. Wow, very unusual. Very
Yes,
unusual.
do you represent the Moroccan Tourist Board? Why are you so hurt by this?
No, I'm hurt by this, but as a Moroccan, you've insulted me, my family, the nation as a whole.
Temple.
Did you say Yas was a dump?
Sorry?
Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry that I didn't like a city.
No, you insulted the whole country of Morocco, the whole nation of Morocco.
Good, bring it on. Bring them on. I'll take them all on.
Well, I'll have you any way you like, mate.
I bet you would, you dirty boy.
Lady Alex, you can bring Kath, and you can bring a dinner.
Oh, mate, he wouldn't need to bring anyone else if he was bringing me. In fact, Ian, you stay at home.
I tell you what we'll do, right? You and I will have a snake in a basket off.
No, you're going too far. You're going too
The
far.
one good thing about Marrakesh was I got the biggest roll of sellotape in the world, and I found that again recently. I was using it as a spare wheel on my bike. Come on, man, you know it's a dump.
Morocco is a beautiful country, and it has a lot to offer. It's got everything to offer.
It's got camels. It's got drugged up snakes.
You are taking the mick tonight, man.
What I really love is the people. They're really easygoing and they don't mind what you say because they're all happy.
Yeah.
Come on,
they wouldn't come on and threaten violence for something serious.
Yes, the only way is up, baby. Come on.
Ian started it.
You started it?
No, not a chance.
I'm gonna destroy you.
That was out of order. You must admit that was out of order. Absolutely out of order to brand the whole country a dump. Out of order.
He also said that Spain was riddled with disease.
Which it is. So I'm just speaking the truth about this world. I'm glad we left the EU. So Morocco can kiss... We're not part of Morocco anymore because of the Brexit. So Morocco can get lost.
Okay. Well, Spaniards can come on and defend...
Let's see how Morocco survives as part of the EU now that we've left it, shall we, yes?
See, where does the conversation go from here?
Exactly. The only way is up.
Okay.
Thanks for your call. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. I think that was all in good spirits. I'm not totally sure. he was good though. Dreamweaver.
Good evening to the both of you.
Guten Abend, mein Herr. Hast du Geschwister?
Sorry, missed that.
What can we do for you tonight, please?
I'm having the time of my life listening to your show.
It's a good show. We do the best show.
If I go back, not last week, but possibly the week before.
Do you mean like to last Wednesday, or do you mean Tuesday, which is apparently the week before?
I'm going back to a time when you were discussing inner monologue.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And verbal internal narratives.
What a day to start trying to lose weight. Yes.
Do you remember?
No,
I do.
Kath does. I don't, honestly.
Kath does.
This is nothing. I do not remember anything that happened on yesterday's show. So the chance of me remembering something that happened 2 weeks ago, zilch.
The inner monologue thing I remember because it was a story that I'd found. So I remember my bits. I don't read his lines.
Oh, I switch off at Kath's bits, as do a lot of the listeners.
Are you real? Going back to those samples that you played, it was wonderful, wonderful. Anyway,
I don't have any samples. What are you talking about?
What are you upping on about? My name is Carl.
I've got some classics, Alex, that of course you might... no, I haven't got as many. Hang on. Stay there. We've got Lady Alex working with us. Let's see if I can find some classics that might ring a bell with you.
Okay, I'll say, my name is Yasser and I am a massive racist.
There you go, you see. I've still got some from around there. A lot of them are new ones like this.
Aren't your balls normally held back by your willy?
There we go.
Horny.
It wasn't even good enough to be shit.
Okay.
I'm David Babcock and I got my willy stuck in a hoover.
And of course the classic Paul McCartney.
Grab pussy.
I must have some more...
Any Vinny?
I haven't got any Vinny. I fell out with Vinny.
Dear.
Fell out with Vinny. He was very rude to me online, so I blocked him.
Naughty boy.
He's dead to me, that guy. I've got Vinny somewhere, but what's this?
You have a sexy bum.
Oh, Katya, please. Katya, you're spoiling. Katya.
Chalk Ice Man.
In your boot.
I haven't got Chalk Ice. Oh, I'll tell you what I've got. You'll know this. You'll know this. They're all over the place. Hang on. Bear with me. Well, you say you know this. You might not know this. Where would it be? Stay with me. They're all over the place. Hang on a minute.
I like the mushy peas.
But I've got the original somewhere. It's now become a thing. And I've now got somewhere. I've got my...
Is that David Guest?
David Guest, but that's someone doing it. But now I've got my kid.
I like to butter, please. I like to butter, please.
There we go, you see. And somewhere we have David Guest.
I love my fags.
No, that's not it.
Banana.
No, hang on.
Banana.
Guess what Noel Taylor's talking about here?
Banana. Coconut. Mango. Pomegranate. Pear. Plum. Lemon. Apple. Hazelnuts. Lime. Almonds and Brazil nuts.
Is that the thing he's going to grow on his planet made entirely out of human feces?
He's talking about trees. We do have this.
What do you think about stem cell research?
We do have a Vinny. And these are...
We don't want to go from a sleazy country to a sludgy country.
That was after your time, Lady Alex. Where is the original David Guest?
Any Knocker's Fat Ferrari?
I haven't got Knocker's Fat Ferrari. I mean, I've got them. They're somewhere. They're around, but they're not on this. No, that's not it. Okay. Dream. Oh, sorry, we had a call. I'm so sorry.
I was loving it.
Yes, man.
I take note of all of your samples.
Of course you do. All of my samples.
We're going back.
You're a
going
doctor.
back to the abstract non-verbal thoughts.
It's easy for you to say.
It's called inner voice, and I think a lot of your callers tonight suffer with this problem. It's part of dyslexia, and I deal with it, and I'm learning how. I spoke to one of your guest presenters, Jamie East, about it, and he was very interested. And actually, it doesn't. You go with your emotions. And it doesn't, nothing stops you. There's no filter to stop you saying what you kind of feel. It's like there's over 50% of people in prisons at the moment which deal with this, but don't know about it.
Hello, man.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Who's this?
May we have a game of Simi Me Pants and Ting?
I would love a game of See Me in My Pants and Ting.
Yes, bro. You know how it works.
Can you inform me?
Well, Iain plays See Me in Pants and Ting.
Aye.
And you have to guess whether it's going to be faster or lower.
Yeah. Man, I'm up for that.
I'm up for that too.
Cool.
So we just need the referee himself.
With the dials and Ting.
See Me in My Pants and Ting.
We're ready.
I'm completely ready, but I haven't got controls of See Me in My Pants and Ting. Only Iain
in
has.
My Pants and Ting. Yeah.
Yes, man.
It's great tune.
So we've got to guess whether he's going to play it slower or faster.
Right.
So
get him on.
When he plays it,
come on,
we'll guess.
Here we go. Are we ready?
I'm completely ready.
Right. We're waiting for the man.
Yeah, the man doesn't seem up for it.
Grab pussy!
In my pants.
Well, we could play grab pussy. Maybe they could speed it up or slow it.
What?
Can we do it in a different voice, like?
What are you beefing on about?
What are you harping on about? You real? 40 years, man and boy, you know. 40
years, man and boy. We could play 40 years, man and boy, faster or slower.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, man. I don't know, but I'm more used to guessing See Me in My Pants and Ting.
Come on, that's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, so am I, man.
I'm right every time.
What's your name, my friend?
Dreamweaver.
Dreamweaver, my name's Gavin. Nice to meet you, man.
Gavin, where are you, Gavin? I feel like I'm talking to you privately, and I'm not. I'm on the radio, possibly. I don't know.
I don't know, because I have exceptional radio etiquette, and I just turn my radio off.
So do I.
Well, maybe we're just out in the ether, and we're not going to even get a game of Simi and Pants Hunting.
Well, I'm at a monastery, so it's like, whoa, you know, it's you don't see anybody in their pants hunting.
Do you see them in their robes and ting?
You see them in their robes and ting, and meditating, and eating.
Meditating.
Yeah, man.
All right. Well, see me in my robes and ting.
Are you the guy that come up with this? Are you the guy that started this off?
No, not at all. No, not at all.
Okay.
No, there was Iain sampled somebody that said, "See me in my pants hunting," and he's got this. I imagine it's an app or something that you can speed it up or slow it down. And the game of "See me in my pants hunting" is you have to guess whether it's going to be faster or slower.
It's a great game. It's a great game.
It's a beautiful game. And on the back of it, I bought the Althea and Donna album.
Oh, album. Yes, I bought it about 6 years ago. Fantastic.
Oh, man, isn't it good?
It's real,
really,
man.
Really cool. Like reggae music. It's really, really cool. See, there was a really quick See Me in Pants Hunting.
Hang on, that was him coming in.
I believe so.
Yes, possibly. Whether it's faster or slower.
All right. Well, I'm going to say the next one will be. Can he do faster? I'm going to say normal.
That was a challenge.
Yes, See Me in Pants Hunting will be played at normal speed.
I think faster.
I think normal speed. Or none of the above. Loads slower.
No. Do we get another go? So that's you, a winner.
Well, no, I said normal speed. What did you say, man?
I said higher than what it was, because you challenged us to
that's
get any higher.
It's usually the best of three. So I'm going to go higher.
I'm going to go lower than what he's just played.
All right, let's see what happens.
You're a cocaine addict.
I'm nothing addict. I'm at a monastery, mate. So
Oh, that's normal speed.
Normal. I don't know.
Yeah, that was normal speed. See me in a pants hunting.
Okay.
Yes, man.
It's difficult.
It's a very, very nuanced game.
Where are you, Gavin? Where are you at, Gavin?
Where am I at? I'm in a beautiful place called Stansted Mount Fitchett.
I don't know where that is, sorry. Yeah, I'm in.
You know where Stansted Airport is?
It's somewhere away from where I'm living in the countryside, yeah. Yes, near London. In London, possibly, yeah. Right, we're up for another game. This is freaking me out, actually, because it's... Ooh. It's different, isn't it?
Hello. Hello, my name's Alistair. I'm speaking to Dreamweaver and Gavin.
You're speaking to Dreamweaver? Hello.
Hi, Dreamweaver, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
Not too bad. I'm really honoured to speak to you. I'm going to... You live near an abbey, don't you? Or
Yeah, I recognise your voice. Yes, I do, Alistair.
Yeah.
Yes, I live...
Because I'm going to...
not an abbey, but a monastery, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to a retreat in a couple of weeks. I'm going to an abbey because of my alcoholism.
Fair enough. So,
anyway.
Whereabouts are you going to, my friend?
Do you know Leicestershire, near Colville?
Oh, right, that's kind of, as far as I can remember, it's kind of, it's hilly.
Yeah, well, sort of.
Yeah, man.
Place.
No, well, good luck to you, Alistair, because I've heard you, especially last week with Kath, and
yeah,
good for you, man, because what you did kind of got me together. Because I had my problems.
Yeah. And are you doing okay at the moment, Mum?
Me, Dreamweaver?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm doing okay, yes. I don't have any problems. I have depression. I deal with no inner monologue. No inner voice. I deal with autism, and I deal with loneliness because I'm sort of away from people a lot of the time. Yeah, anyway, but it's all good. It's all good, and it's learning from that and learning what I need and what I don't need anymore.
Well, that sounds good. Anyway, all the best to you, mate. I've had a shit day.
Hello, Alistair.
Hello,
Alistair.
Susan.
Yeah, is that you, Alistair?
It is, yeah.
Can you give me some advice, darling? Could you give me some advice? Alistair?
Hello?
Hello, Alistair, could you give me some advice, darling? Alistair?
I give her some advice. I can give you some advice, Susan.
Is that Dreamweaver?
Cheers. Hello, Susan.
Hello, darling. I love your voice. You have a beautiful voice. Darling, I split up with somebody and I miss him. I miss him dreadfully. Can you make me, tell me something, tell me how I can get stronger and get him out of my head?
I'll tell you what, if you can get yourself off to Chithurst in West Sussex, then I could probably help.
If I could get to West Sussex? Dreamweaver?
Dreamweaver?
You think...
still there, brother?
What, Alistair, did Dreamweaver suggest I go to
there?
West Sussex?
Oh my good God. Dreamweaver?
God, this is... It's great music in the background, by the way.
Yeah, it seems like we were talking...
Yes. We were talking...
Oh, yeah. You've got a voice on you, man.
I got a voice.
About the...
Oh, this is just... You know, the man Iain Lee has played some music before from the Beatles, which is not been able to be found again by me. But I had recorded it, and I just played it for weeks and weeks and weeks, and it just helped me out. It was like not a bootleg, but like just a recording. This is beautiful. I play the tambura, which is droning instrument, which just drones on and on and on.
I've been listening to Mazzy Star today, in recognition of David Roebuck's passing yesterday.
That's
you know Maggie Starr?
Yeah, absolutely, I do.
Yeah, really
wonderful, absolutely wonderful stuff. Just so peaceful as well, you know.
Very hippie-ish.
It is, isn't it? But it sort of grounds you, you know. I find it grounds you.
This is one
That's
of
the
my
kind of
favourite
thing it took me to kick the drink. Just listening to mellow music and stuff.
Yeah.
And sort of centering yourself and meditation. And I know it sounds a little bit like, you know, trippy, hippie stuff, but it does work.
No, it does work because
not
it
at all.
doesn't distract. It doesn't distract you.
Into Pink Floyd though, because it's all a bit too depressing.
Oh, don't. No. There's only one Pink Floyd album worth listening to, and that's Pipers at the Gates of Dawn.
Oh, yeah, it was Sid. Dreamweaver, I believe you can help me through the night.
I possibly could. That's the worst thing about being Dreamweaver, you know, is yeah.
They basically kicked him out. Pink Floyd were dead to me. But then they I don't think they ever did See Me in Pants and Ting.
No, that's Althea and Donna, isn't it?
Maybe
they did. They went on Radio 1 while they were coming from there.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
So you and I fell out earlier on today, and we need some help on this. And I'm not Googling it because I don't like Google. Because every time you Google, that messes up. I nearly said F's up, but I'm a professional. That messes up your algorithms. So
what with facts and that?
Yeah. So I don't want my algorithms touched by Jeff Bezos. Or Mark Zuckerberg, or MySpace Tom. So...
Oh, I like MySpace Tom.
He's a photographer now.
Good for him.
So, the Darby and Joan... Now, you thought that was kind of like a rhyming slang or a slang for just an old boozer.
I thought it was a generic term for a club for elderly
Yes, what
people.
I said...
No, I didn't say boozer. Something slightly more refined than that.
Okay, but I think Darby and Joan was
a proprietary brand.
Was like a thing. Was like a thing, like you get working men's clubs. You get
like
Darby
and
Joan.
Firkin.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember those Firkin pubs, because Firkin is a barrel, but it also sounds like effing.
Yeah, I know.
Flipping it, man. The 90s were crap. Have we had a 90s, what do they call it, flashback? You know, in the 80s, the 60s were cool.
Yeah.
Have we had a 90s...
Oh, no, the kids are wearing 90s jeans now.
Let me
We
tell
know
you,
they're a bad
90s,
idea.
The 90s sucked. The drugs were great, but apart from that, everything... That was a joke, but it's kind of true. Apart from that, everything else sucked. It sucked. The 90s were awful, guys. Although...
I kind of enjoyed being able to decide whether I wore a bra or not.
I enjoyed... Well, it's only because you had smaller boobs. I enjoyed... Okay, let's do a list of what was good about the 90s. Housing benefit. I could afford to live in London.
Gosh.
Because I didn't pay anything. Housing benefit paid.
I was living in Nottingham, and I think my rent was something like... I'm going to say £26 a week.
Yeah.
But there were loads of us in there.
Yeah. Well, that's all the good things about the 90s done. But so Darby and Joan was Darby and Joan. I think it was a series, but this is for the under-17s. I think it was like a series of, like, clubs. I think you had to be a member of the Darby and Joan to get in there.
Right.
So I remember going to my grandparents. We'd go on a Sunday afternoon, and we'd go and meet them at the Darby and Joan.
And would they be drinking port or sherry or something?
Yeah, Nan would be drinking, and you get a packet of crisps and a Coke, and that has to last you all afternoon.
Yeah.
But it's Coke from a bottle, it was a bit flat.
Yeah, my grandparents didn't really go out on the lash like that.
But here's the thing. Hang on, let me just do something.
Although my grandma Lillian did get very drunk on Southern Comfort at my wedding.
Here's the thing. When I was 6, my grandparents, probably about the age I am now.
Yeah.
A little bit older. 2, 3, 4 years older.
I remember my grandparents being in their 50s.
My mum had me... Okay, she had me... Okay, but maybe they were about 5 years older than me, because she had my sister when she was 19, and my nan... My mum was my nan's eldest, apart from the 2 that we didn't know about until many, many years later. So she would have been early 20s. So, yeah, she would have... God, isn't that funny? Isn't that funny? What a world. What a world we live in. This coronavirus, what are we going to do about it? What are we going to do?
Take medicine and follow the advice.
Here's the thing.
Wash hands.
I have been washing my hands more. I have been washing my hands a whole lot more. What is the difference? Is it the symptoms are the same as what they call it, the flu?
Yeah, similar. But it's a respiratory problem, like the flu.
I don't know. Okay, so it's like, what do you mean? Well, so yeah, it's like the flu.
Yeah, but unlike the flu, apparently it's not mutating at this point. The flu, you see, mutates, so that's why you can keep catching it, because it's slightly different every time.
We need a really fit scientist to manufacture a cure in the back of a truck that's driving.
In a canister.
Yeah. I think I got it. And then it turns out that the missing ingredient is her blood.
Where is that woman?
I don't know. This is the thing. So, okay, what percentage of people die from the coronavirus compared to those that die from the flu?
Again, where is that woman? Because I'm not her.
Oh, I'm talking... Okay. Because I've heard so many people phoning up with... You know what this thing about this Dean Koontz book?
What?
Dean Koontz.
No.
What? Dean Koontz?
Who he?
Dean Koontz.
No.
Dean Koontz.
No.
Koontz.
That reminds me, I found a Jordan Peterson book at my parents' house today. And
Is your dad an incel?
I almost hid it. Is that wrong? That's like freedom of read.
No, it's not. They can still get it, but you're just making it harder for your dad. Well, that's the story. That's what incels are.
I was going to put it on the bottom of his book pile. Facing inwards.
Koontz.
What? Who?
Dean Koontz. Google Dean Koontz and coronavirus.
All right, okay.
It's going to blow your mind. It won't, because you're really sour puss, but it will blow anybody's normal's mind.
Dare you?
We're getting a list of things that are good about the 90s. You're
You predicted
all wrong.
it in 1981 novel. Well, I mean, easy.
Why didn't you predict it in a 1981 novel?
I could have. There's loads of people who predicted a virus.
No. Right, hang on a minute.
Called the Wuhan 400.
Find the passage and read it.
All right. No.
Yes.
I'm going to read it on this, it's the first one that came up, and it's africacheck.org, which sounds legit. In 1981, author Dean Koontz published a novel about a biological weapon called Wuhan 400 that was designed to kill people, but accidentally gave a child psychic abilities. Where's that kid?
Forget that bit.
Okay.
For now. Until we find the kid.
Koontz wrote...
I've got my man Chuck Winkle out looking for the psychic kid.
Oh, it's a matter of time then.
Yep.
He wrote that Wuhan 400 was developed in labs outside Wuhan, China, which is probably why he got the inspiration for that.
Carry on reading.
Because there is a biological laboratory in Wuhan.
Carry on reading.
And was the perfect weapon. It only affected people who couldn't survive outside a living human body for more than a minute. What? What does that mean?
You're reading it incorrectly.
What does that mean?
Right, let me look it up.
Decades later, an extract from his novel is doing the rounds online with suggestions that Koontz predicted the 2019 coronavirus.
I'll read it out to you. This is what he wrote. They call the stuff Wuhan 400. They call the stuff Wuhan... Because I'm doing a character, because I'm reading the book. They call the stuff Wuhan 400. It was developed at their rDNA labs outside of the city of Wuhan, and it was the 400th viable strain of man-made microorganisms created at that research center. You impressed yet? No. I'll carry on. In around 2020, he even gets the year right! In around 2020, a severe pneumonia-like illness will spread throughout the globe, attacking the lungs and the bronchial tubes and resisting all known treatments. Now, you tell me, Catherine, I'm so sorry.
I don't need to, because Africa Check has done this.
You tell
How
me
does
that
the
that's
real
easy.
COVID-19 compare with Wuhan 400 that Kuntz wrote about in 1981? That's an excellent question, and one I think you've just kind of raised. Both have an association with the Chinese city of Wuhan, but the similarities end there, Ian. Because Kuntz's fictional disease was developed by researchers in a lab, but as various fact-checking organisations have pointed out, there is no evidence that COVID-19 was created in a lab or engineered by people.
Oh,
The novel also
the
says-
Chinese don't give out. By the way, can I just say, if you're phoning up the show to speak to Alex, who's answering the phones, to pass a message on to me, he will not pass those messages on to me. I am specifically instructing you, Alex, do not pass any messages on to me, because that's not what this is. How dare you use my friend as a conduit? How dare you use him as a daisy chain? How dare you use him as a human centipede?
Also, Alex is not the producer.
No.
I am.
He is under strict instructions not to pass on. Hang up on Nick and speak to John, because I want to speak to John.
The novel also says that Wuhan 400 affects only human beings and that no other living creature can carry it, but COVID-19 is believed to have crossed over to humans from animals, specifically pangolins, apparently.
Okay.
Another
Are
characteristic
they like
of
Chris?
they're like little armadillos.
So, yeah.
Armadilli.
Similar.
Gris is more like a squirrel, isn't it?
Similar, but rounder. Alex, I swear to God, if you don't put that phone down, I'm going to come and karate chop you in the windpipe. If we lose John, which I know is going to be a great call, I'm going to kill you with my bare hand. With one hand is all it will. Oh, you just got there in time. It's nice having Alex back. I miss him.
Another characteristic of the fictional Wuhan 400,
kill
did
him
I
though
mention
if I
it's
needed to.
fictional, is that it has a kill rate of 100%, while the COVID-19 has a fatality rate of 2%.
I've stopped listening to what you're saying because
Yeah,
I got
because-
excited at the thought of killing someone.
Because you were
I
hearing a lot of
understood.
words and none of them were, Ian, you're right.
Well, but and there it was. Thank you. I take that. Oh, it's easy to predict the future. All right. Hang on. I'm from Manchester. Oi, guys. I'm mad for it. I'm Manchester.
Say, oi, gays.
Oi, guys. Oh, guys, I'm mad for it. It's easy to predict the future, innit? You just got to write it down in a book in 1981. All right, Nostradamus.
Well, that's another one that's a load of balls.
Noidarius. Hey, John.
Hi, Ian.
What you got?
Hi. Yeah, it's just what you said about Google, not Googling stuff because of your algorithms and that stuff.
Yeah, I don't want Jeff Bezos up my ass.
No, what you want to use, instead of Google,
Bing.
you want to
Ask
use...
Jeeves.
No, DuckDuckGo.
DuckDuckGo?
DuckDuckGo, yeah.
DuckDuckGo.
Yeah, don't steal any of your information. It's all private. Yeah,
Prove
I
it.
use it all the time.
Prove it.
What? Prove it. If you want to speak to Telco, what's his name?
Telco?
Yeah, Telco. Yeah,
Telco.
You know,
Telco.
Yeah.
Telco
Yeah,
or DuckDuckGoose?
No, DuckDuckGo.
What?
DuckDuckGo.
DuckDuckGoose with Telco.
No.
When's that on?
50 Telco.
50 Telco with DuckDuckGoose.
Yeah, he recommends DuckDuckGo.
50
no,
Telco?
Not Goose. Yeah, no, DuckDuckGo.
50 Telco. I'm going to have to Google him.
You know Fedsy's on your station all the
50
time.
Cowscott. 50 Cowscott says DuckDuckGoose.
No, DuckDuckGo.
Okay. And 50 Cowscott.
How are we spelling 50?
50 Cent uses
No,
DuckDuck.
Fedzy.
50.
I've got
No,
50
Fedzy.
Tesclot.
50 Tesclot.
No, Fedsy is on your station all the time. Fedsy. You
All
must
the
know.
time?
Yeah, all the time. Fedsy, yeah.
Where is he now?
I don't know. He's probably in bed by now.
Thank you very much indeed. This is Talk Radio.
Talk Radio. Across the UK. Late night with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Shirley Wood gulped down her breakfast, shut the fridge and joined the throng. Margaret Beatty snatched the milk and scanned the news and went along. Annie Harris drew the curtain, screwed her eyes up, had a peep, saw the marchers, heard their voices making early morning noises, stumbled back to bed and tried to sleep. Come with us, run with us, we're gonna change the world. You'll be amazed, so full of praise. When we've rearranged your world, we're gonna Shuffling through the cold black morning went the marchers, spirits low, grunting greetings, grimly pressing on to where they had to go. When the sun came up, they brightened, stopped to have their thermos brew. Annie Harris got up gladly, pondered for a little sadly, then got on with what she had to do. So come with us, run with us, we're gonna change the world. You'll be amazed, so full of praise. When we rearrange your world, we're gonna change your world. At their target, numbers swollen, up the marchers' banners go, chanting, shouting out with leaflets, protest for everyone to know. Sit in front of all the traffic, harried, busy, shopping wives, try to stir their ostrich notions, whip them up to wild emotions, put some fire into their wretched lives. So come with us, run with us, we're gonna change the world. You'll be amazed, so full of praise. When we rearrange your world, we're gonna change your world. Shelley Wood was dragged, still sitting by a policeman from the road. Margaret Beatty had her face slapped by a man she tried to goad. Annie Harris in the office, paused in typing, thought of Don, glanced again at his last letter, died for others to live better, brushed away a tear and carried on. Come with us, run with us, we're gonna change the world. You'll be amazed, so full of praise. When we rearrange your world, we're gonna change. We're gonna change the world. You'll be amazed, so full of praise. When we rearrange your world, we're gonna change. So come with us, run with us.
That's a great song, isn't it? There's so many the bass. There's all these songs, and I forget. I forget how brilliant they are. That's one of them. Every now and then I go, "Oh, Matt Monro, we're going to change the world." I'll have some of that. We are becoming a sexually inactive nation. With so we've been watching. What's it called? Sex Idiots. What's that program?
Sex Clinic.
Sex Clinic, right? And it's just thick kids, right? I've been tagging without a Johnny. I had it up the bum and then I went in the mouth and up the... It's constant, right? And you think, good luck to them. Well done, guys. Great. But, you know, put something on the end of it, guys. And they go and they have the test for all of the things, all of the chlamydias and the STIs and the AIDS.
Which, by the way, why would you do that on TV? I know why they do it in America. I know why people go to Pimple Popper and Botched, right? Because it's expensive and they can't afford it any other way.
Is, yeah. I bet they get paid about 500 quid.
To show the willy.
Yeah, I bet they get paid about 500 quid to go on there. But they do the scrapey. They put things down the old. It's the eye of the penis, and we're having a dig.
The urethra of Franklin.
Okay. I actually find that comment a little bit racist. I can't look at you. Oh no, there it is. Okay, she's still doing it. But. Because they do like the old scrapey scrapes. Yeah. But then, like, sex people came out and said...
Sex people. Don't come in here, Lynn. They're sex people.
No, said, why is Sex Clinic doing the old scrapey scrapes? You don't need to do that anymore. All of those tests can be done with a urine sample.
That's not great telly, though, is it?
No, but this programme is, I guess, if you
want... making someone into a human lolly.
You wanted to... and then, by the way, well done, because they're showing actual dicks this year. And I don't just mean the people that go on there. Iain, no, I don't. Miss Jones. I can't do Rigsby. I can't do Rigsby. Miss Jones. Miss Jones.
Oh, you know you're going a bit too Michael Crawford there.
I can't do Rigsby.
You need to put a bit more...
What are you doing there?
Bit more Brucey.
No, I'll just go... I'll throw it in later.
Okay.
Anyway, but you could argue that you... Please do, yes. That programme is to encourage people to go and get checked out. Well, it would put people off.
Here's what I think they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Say, you don't need to have this if you put a Johnny on. You don't want this to happen to you. But you know what? They're targeting the wrong people because it's the older people that are copying for the STIs these days, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
Dirty.
You know why? Because it's that generation who moved out of their parents' house, got married to the first person they had sex with, and now they're coming out of those marriages and going hell for leather. Literally.
We are becoming a sexually inactive nation with just a quarter of adults romping at least once a week.
Romping.
I mean,
That's like gambolling, things that people only do in writing.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, romping. It's a ridiculous...
It doesn't matter.
It does matter. It really does matter. But people romping.
I'm David Babcock and I got my willy stuck in a hoover.
Now, that's a romp. That is a romp.
No, I think romping needs to be a bit more uppy-downy than that. That's more along.
Well, you do keep butting in, don't you?
Is that a romp?
No.
David? Hello?
Chuck Winkle.
Oh, it's Chuck Winkle there. I'm so sorry. It's my screen. We've got David's on the other line. Hang on a minute. Oh, shit. Hang on a minute. Let me just put David on. Hang on. David?
Why are you ringing me for?
Because we were doing a thing about sex, but I didn't realise it was so late, so I'm going to let you go. Is that okay?
Yeah, nice.
David, before you... Did we wake you up?
Is he still in the past?
I've been on hold for about an hour.
No, he came back from the past because the battery had dropped out at the time. David, before you go...
Yeah.
Say hello to Chuck.
Hello, Chuck. How are you? Am I on yet? Hello, David? What? Are you David? You're right. They're over there. You okay? No, I'm going to bed, please. Thank you. Put me off. Okay, cowboy.
You said, put me off.
Put me off.
He ain't got a good grasp of English language, has he, John Wayne?
Shanty Pony.
Hello, Chuck. Nice to talk to you.
Achoo. God bless you and welcome. What are you laughing at, boy?
Oh, it's been such a stressful show, Chuck. I don't know if you've heard any of it. It's so nice to talk to someone sensible.
Yeah, grab the last half an hour. Achoo. And what you been up to today?
Are you actually sneezing?
I've been commented on before. I got a very posh sneeze. I'm actually the American News Yes Please Network. Achoo.
I tell you what I don't like. Shut up. I don't like girls that sneeze by going... They do that.
Me.
Have you heard that, Chuck?
I've been hearing it a lot because I've been nominated as the coronavirus correspondent.
Okay, you've been nominated as the coronavirus correspondent. By whom?
My boss. And...
Yeah, but what does that mean? What does that entail?
Well, they've given it me.
They've given what? The job?
No, the coronavirus. And achoo, they're going to see how I'm doing with it.
Okay, well, how long have you had it?
I've had it for 5.5 days.
Yep, and how are you feeling?
Like I've got hay fever.
Mm.
And I got a prickly arm on the left side.
Oh, on the west side.
Right.
Right, the right side. Is it on the right side?
Right, the left side.
Which side?
Sure, it's on the left side.
Right.
And I've got to tell you, not too bad in a way.
It's not. You're telling me that coronavirus is not too bad.
Can I ask a question, Chuck? Do you have any?
Yeah.
Do you have any facial hair?
Do I have any facial hair? Was that a trick question?
No, it's just I'm reading a very interesting report from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. I'm sure you're aware of their work in America.
Where?
And they're talking about the different kinds of facial hair you need to get rid of if you are going to be safe, because it will not interfere with your coronavirus mask. So, for example, your soul patch, and your pencil, toothbrush, lampshade, Zorro, painter's brush, chevron, handlebar, walrus and zapper, all safe. But if you've got a French fork, a ducktail...
A French what?
Fork. A ducktail, a Verdi, a Garibaldi, a Bandy Holtz, or a chin curtain...
A Bandy Holtz, all who enter here.
Chin curtain, extended goatee, circle beard, Van Dyke, Imperial, mutton chops, a Hull He, Fu Manchu, English or a Dali, out.
Don't think you can call them Fu Manchus anymore, and please don't call Garibaldi.
Quite a paddy muff you got there, aren't you, lady?
Isn't it? Isn't it disgusting?
It didn't matter what facial hair I had, because I've just got someone who had it and sneezed in my face. My face mask wouldn't have done diddly squat. Achoo.
Bless you.
Thank you. God bless. If you want to know what it feels like in a week or so, I might ring you back.
Okay. Is that it?
Well, what else do you want from me?
Oh, gosh.
Wasn't there something we wanted him to do for us?
Track a little child?
That was it. We wanted to track a little child.
Oh, yeah, the psychic baby.
Ah, yes. Now, according to... I had to dump that.
I'll just say his name.
Don't say his name. I'll say his name. And you don't say his name. I will ban you from ever speaking to us again, Chuck.
It's probably my accent, John Wick.
I think it might be your accent, yes. So, according to that author and soothsayer, that there is a psychic child that has been created by this coronavirus. Are you well enough to find this child?
I've already found him.
What? Where?
You rang. I was listening to your show, and you said, "Can you find him?" And I went diddly on the Google, achoo, and I found him.
Okay, where is he? What? How old is he? What are his psychic powers?
17, Alabama, none.
Thanks for your call. 0344 499 1000. Okay, he's good. So, Kath?
What was that?
He's gone. 17, Alabama, and none. So he's just found a young man.
Wow.
This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000. We'll take calls straight to air for the rest of the show. Sit back, relax, Alex. We are becoming a sexually inactive nation with just a quarter of adults.
Are we still on this one?
Yeah, we didn't get to do anything because we were talking to that, the reporter, the American reporter, I can't remember his name. With a quarter of adults romping at least once a week, new stats have revealed. Unsurprisingly, the YouGov poll found those in their late 20s are the most likely to have regular bedroom action. But 38% of 35 to 39-year-olds said they had not had sex in the past 7 days, the highest of any age group. And the number of people giving up sex increases as they get older. As it's the way it should be. It's the way it should be.
It's not your turn anymore.
Old people having it off, no thank you.
What do you classify as old?
65 and above. Well, I mean, mature, when I type mature into a search engine...
Oh, my God.
Nowadays, it's like 35, and I'm thinking, you kidding me? I've got to watch this? Mature. So you've got to type in, like, really old. Mature is like 35. It's not mature, it's not a MILF.
And they're stepmothers.
Yes. That's weird. Almost a fifth of 40 to 44-year-olds don't get any at all, says a newspaper. By 74, this figure jumps to 57%. Good. But if you're having a lean spell, there are ways to boost your confidence and time spent between the sheets. Sexpert Annabelle Knight has 10 top tips on how to make your tip top-tastic. Love list. This is one of my favourite things. This is one of my favourite things.
Get the sexy music on. Come on, do this properly.
Okay, all right.
You know how we do this.
Okay.
And I don't want huffing and puffing.
Oh, come on. Please,
No.
Mum.
No.
Okay, all right. Whoa! Jeez, that was loud. That wasn't huffing and puffing, was it?
No.
Okay, right. Wait for this music to start. Okay. Love list.
Oh, no.
Okay. Let's try this.
Oh, my God. No, Ian.
Sorry, that was something I recorded on my phone a little bit earlier on. Oh, yes. Off of the internet. Okay, sexy. Let me type in sexy, horny, love-making music. Sexy, horny, love-making music.
Sexy and horny. That is quite a combo.
Well, I like to push things to the limit. Here we go. This is love-making music, romantic saxophone music, sensual mindset, background music, instrumental music. Here we go.
Background. Oh.
You're entering the pleasure zone. It's 20 past midnight on Thursday morning.
Red triangles up.
I'm Ian Lee. You're entering my pleasure zone.
Not again.
Sit back, relax. Take your panties off. Pour yourself a glass of wine. And enter the pleasure zone.
So people are now padding into the kitchen like Winnie the Pooh to get a glass of wine. How sensual.
The love list. This is one of my favourite things to recommend to couples, as it can help you learn so much about your partner.
Oh, yeah.
Each of you will need a pen and a sheet of paper.
Oh, God, what are we doing with that?
I think you're sticking... Oh, no. Write down 5 things you would like to try together, then compare... We should do this.
I don't want to try anything.
Oh, okay, right, fine. We just thought we'd write it down and have a bit of fun. I'd like to try and do a good show with you one night, with you pulling your weight. Number 1. Write down 5 things you would like to try together, then compare notes. If there are duplicates, that's wonderful, you do it. You're in. Just get in it and do it. If not, then you get to each choose one thing from your partner's list to try. Agree that there will be no judgment. And what that means is when you look at the list, you don't go, oh my God, you're joking, you dirty bugger, we're finished.
Yeah, but what if it's all outrageous filth? What if it's all your bottom line no?
And that you will both put in effort to whatever it is your partner desires. You're listening to The Pleasure Zone on Talk Radio, the home of Julia Hartley Brewer.
Gotta mention everyone else now.
Gotta mention everybody. But it's not an election. We'll vote for those losers. Rise and shine. Planning for sex might seem, well, unsexy.
Have we still got the pens out?
Pens are gone. Now we don't need an alarm clock. But the reality is, we lead busy lives. And sometimes, the only way to get anything done is to set aside time. Just like your schedule, or workout, or hair appointment, put it in the diary.
Or on the calendar next to the kids' stuff.
Set your alarm clock for 30 minutes earlier than usual.
30 minutes?
Or both agree to meet at home during lunch. Couples that schedule sex build high levels of positive anticipation through their day. Throw a suggestive text into the mix as well.
Oh.
You're listening to The Pleasure Zone on Talk Radio, home of Mike Graham. Here we go. This is one I think I would be excellent at. You right? Dirty dancing. You're not taking this seriously. This is the reaction I would get if I did this. Treat your partner to a sexy striptease.
What are we doing that voice for?
Set the scene with dim lights, candles, and sensual music. If you're not into the idea of performing solo, make like Baby and Johnny in the movie Dirty Dancing and do it together. This is a fab way to begin sexy stimulation.
Wait. Who's going to do the lift?
Your bodies moving in unison will strengthen intimacy levels. You're listening What do we call this section?
The Pleasure Zone.
The what? The Pleasure Zone. You're listening to The Pleasure Zone on Talk Radio, the home of Andre Walker. You fell out of the chair. Yes, I haven't had one of those for a while.
Oh, no.
You haven't had one of those for a while.
Uncle Dre. Don't bring him into this.
Scarf play.
Oh, no.
Pretty much all of us owns a scarf or a tie.
Or like a woolly one.
This is an easy and simple way to add a bit of kink in a fun and safe way. Use your scarf as a blindfold, wrist restraints, or incorporate it into a sexy striptease with a scarf. You like you're drying your bum.
That flossing move. I'm not putting that around my neck.
If you do decide to use it to tie and tease, it is very important you make sure you agree on a safe word. If it gets too much at any point, then your partner will know to stop. You're listening to The Pleasure Zone on Talk Radio, the home of Dan Wooten.
Which happens to be my safe word.
Wooten! I'm so sorry, I didn't hear you the first time. It's hard with this leather mask on, it blocks the ears. I think that's enough of that.
Oh, I was just getting warmed up.
Did we do the break? Oh, it's fine, we do the break. No, I think, cool down. Cool down, baby. Cool down, baby. If your safe word is the name of one of the presenters here at Talk Radio, give us a call. Let's have a bit of fun. 0344 499 1000. Catherine's is Wooten. Mine is Howard Hughes. If it gets too dangerous, I call it Howard Hughes. The unexplained. Do share your safe words with us, please. Call straight to air on 0344 499 1000. Catherine, I don't really feel you've done anything tonight. So I'm going to hand it over to Kath Slot.
Kath Slot. On Talk Radio.
She's had that thing where they put a hole in your throat because she smoked too many fags. But it sounds all right, isn't it?
Okay, well...
Who's that old lady from Coronation Street?
Dennis Pierce. Oh, Percy, you're a lovely fella.
Hang on. Go.
Oh, Percy, you're a lovely fella. Very sensual. I don't half fancy you. Let's go to Rovers for a lemon and bitters.
My grandma Lillian used to love that. That was her favourite. Do that voice for me. Oh, you should be on the stage.
Oh, you did?
Oh, thanks, Percy, love.
Did you talk dirty to your gran, though?
Aye, she loved it.
Oh, they didn't have much entertainment up north, did they?
No, not really.
Please stop it.
I can't now.
It's making my testicles retract. I can only feel one of them.
Oh.
Never mind. Just do some work, Kath. Come on.
Woman who lives as a I want the music.
Oh, okay.
Woman who lives as a full-time baby.
Oh, this music is inappropriate. This is not sexy.
Well, she thinks it is.
Okay.
Woman who lives as a full-time baby spends hundreds on blank and sleeps in a
nappies and a cot.
Sleeps in a crib. Paigey Miller, 25, lives as a full-time baby and creates content online. I'm astonished. Where she plays with toys and wakes up in her crib every day. Do you think she...
Yes. That's the whole point of it.
Oh. A US woman forks out...
She does what?
Forks out.
Okay.
She'll need to if she's doing it in there. £230 every month on nappies to keep up her unusual lifestyle as a full-time baby. Content creator Paigey Miller, who lives on the US East Coast, starts every day waking up in her crib before her morning nappy change. Oh man, this is wrong. She then plays with her toys and creates online content for the Adult Baby and Diaper Lover, or the ABDL. It's an online community.
Or the DB, as I call them.
Paige's life goal has been to normalise the lifestyle that she's embraced since May 2018. Good luck with that, Paigey. The 25-year-old hopes she can help others feel less shameful, while also funding the costly expenses that come with being an adult baby. She blows through £230 every month just on nappies. Oh no, don't bring the kids into this. Don't. This is wrong. Don't. They're funded by her 426 subscribers.
Oh, God. There's not that many.
No, but they're very keen. Explaining the unusual lifestyle, Paigey said,
I've always collected toys and had a younger sense of humour, so all my friends and family have been very accepting.
Oh, this is horrible.
I know.
If you act like it's not a big deal, people will take your nonchalance in their stride.
That is a big word for a little baby.
Yeah.
Once I became of legal age, I started searching the internet to see if there were other people like me, and there was a whole community. One of the most prominent feelings people have is shame. So I decided to go public, and I made a YouTube channel. I made a website. It's all about to live your best adult baby life.
Paigey has been inundated with praise from her large following. 426 is not large. Since she started living as a full-time baby. She also claims her lifestyle hasn't had a negative impact on her dating experience. Paigey continued, I haven't had a partner involved in ABDL. I'm engaged to someone who I've been with for 5 years. He doesn't have this lifestyle, but he supports it. And that's the end of Paigey's story.
How do we find her channel? What's it called? Paigey
She's
Baby?
Called... she might be. Paigey.
How are you spelling that?
Paigey.
Yeah.
And she...
Paigey Baby?
Must be.
Oh, my God. Here she is. Here she is in her crib reading a magazine about cats.
It's disturbed individuals with alarming habits. Viewers should not attempt for risk of serious physical
No,
and
this
mental
is
complications.
a joke. This is a joke. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Is that it? No.
Yeah, that's her.
Her? Oh, she,
Yeah.
I mean, okay. A YouTuber...
Who pretends to be a baby.
E aí, galera,
Needs
qual é
to
que
be
vai ser
stopped.
de hoje? Eu tava navegando
This is
pela
something else.
internet.
Okay. It's getting very murky. I don't want to get involved.
It's
I don't want to get involved in this world.
I kind of understand most of these kinks, and it's not down to me to understand it, but the baby thing...
I get it. I get it in as much as I don't get it, but...
Being looked after and nurtured,
So
is
many
it?
kinks can be traced back to an event in your childhood, and that event is normally sort of 4, 5, 6, 7. This is obviously an event that's significantly... But it's surrender, isn't it? It's surrendering control and responsibility to the point of even you empty your bowels, you know, and you surrender that over.
So it's like extreme submission.
Yeah.
But without the smacks.
There might be some smack. I mean, I don't know. I know that, like, I mean, nappies and stuff, it's not... No. Because it is... You are letting go of... You're handing it all over. I like handing over a bit, all right? I like handing over a bit. I like being a little bit sub and handing over control, but not handing over the control of my bowels.
No.
That's
Keep a little bit your mystery.
That's a little bit too... I like to keep it clean. When I'm being dirty, I like to keep it clean. You know what I'm saying? This, dear listener, is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Here's what we're going to do. Cut the music. We're going to just wait now. We're going to wait. I feel that now we've worked too much. We've gone from not working enough to working too much. Daryl's coming in at 1 o'clock, and he's going to do like a proper show. They prep their show.
I know, they write things down.
They like record stuff and research. Oh, it's insane.
Yeah, I've seen him reading a book.
Shut the front door.
No, I saw it.
That's insane. Why would you do that?
Like, not even off his phone.
They do. They do, right? They do. It's at 1 o'clock. They do. I don't ask me why. They do. Crazy. I feel we've peaked. So what we're going to do is we're going to sit here and we're going to wait for some calls to come through straight to air. So what we're going to do, we're just going to wait. Could you plug me in, please? My battery.
Yes, I could.
So 0344 49... Wait, here you go.
Ready to plug you in, mate?
Okay. 0344 499 1000. Feel a little bit nauseous again. Is the phone number. Call straight to air, okay? We will take calls. We will take calls. Oh, so you're shouting at tea has become a thing, hasn't it?
Yeah.
We'll call straight to it. But I'm not working it anymore. I mean, I've probably said it too much tonight. I've probably said enough tonight to get me the sack if someone complains. Probably said enough. I don't care. What are you going to do? Sack me? Maybe.
Yeah, that's the point.
That's the point. I don't care. All right, we're up for an award next. We're up for 2 awards next week. And I got a good vibe about this. I shall not be spoken to. So we're going to take calls straight to air, okay? And we're not going to do anything until these. When the calls come, we take. Here's what we do. What was that game? The relay race. Pass the baton. Pass the chat on.
Yeah.
Explain it. We'll play that.
So what happens is you ring up.
Yep.
And you go straight to air until someone else comes on, and then it may be that you've only spoken for 10 seconds, but it may be that you've spoken for 10 minutes. You just don't know.
As soon as I see someone else come up on the screen, that person goes on. Pass the chat on. 0344 499 1000 is the phone number. Don't swear, don't be libelous. We've got a 14 second delay. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hello, this Alistair.
Little shitbag. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. If you want to give us a call, we're playing Pass the Chat On. You come on the air. You talk for as long as you want. Soon as I see another number phoning in, we go straight to that line. But you can phone, and you get cut off. But you can phone back as many times as you want. And if we don't get any calls, we don't say anything. 0344 499 1000. 0344 499 1000. Now we wait. Someone better call in quick because line 1, you're on the wireless.
It's me. I just had the thought, I think you should start up your own radio station. What do you think?
Why do you think that?
I think it would be great. I really think you could have a tremendous success.
Let's go to line 2. 2, you're on the wireless. Hello, line 2.
Hello, mate. How are you?
Yeah, fine. We're going to go to line 3. 3, you're on the wireless. We're playing Pass the Chat On. It can be brutal. You can call back. Line 3, you're on the wireless.
We've just saved you from boring George.
Uh-huh.
Are you going to thank me?
Why should I thank you?
Because
line 1, you're on the wireless.
Oh, can I have some words of wisdom, Ian, please?
From me, or do you want to give some?
No, from you.
You're a good man. Trust in yourself. You know the answers.
Yeah, I just had a really bad day, and I know.
Have a look at your part in it. Have a look at what you could have done different. Get some sleep and start again tomorrow. Line 2, you're on the wireless. It can be cruel. It can be cruel. I'm sorry. We're playing Pass the Chat On. Please don't anyone take this personally. You can come back. Line 2, you're on the wireless. Line 3, you're on the wireless. It's a cruel game, huh? Hello, line 3.
Hello, it's Cara. It's my birthday.
And?
Well, it wasn't George on. I just wanted to get rid of him.
Oh, George has gone. He's been gone for quite a while, but we like we appreciate. It's like you've chucked yourself in front of a bullet to save the president. Thank you.
I tried.
Thank you. What are you doing for your birthday?
Happy birthday. Not a lot.
Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Oh, I just called up to get George off.
Oh, everyone's trying to get George off, which is probably the first time that's happened in a long time for George. The phone lines are gone. 0344 499 1000.
Gosh, that was frenzied.
Wasn't it? Let's take a quick break and then we'll finish the show off by playing Pass the Chat On. It's been a while. This is Talk Radio.
Late Night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We're playing past the chat on until the end of the show. Catherine, can you explain the rules, please?
Straight to air.
Yeah.
You get on and you talk until the next person phones up. That may be 10 seconds, it may be 10 minutes.
And it's cruel,
brutal,
isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Don't take it personally, please. Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Up your bubby and up your bum.
Line 1, you're on the wireless. Oh, I dumped that. I dumped that.
Fancy coming on and doing that?
Oh dear, I dumped that. I'm glad no one heard that. That was disgusting. Oh, no. You won't have any of that. I know that throughout the day, pretty much anything goes, but on this show, we have standards. Let's go to line 1. You're on the wireless.
Hello, Ian. Did not do well.
Okay, I don't like that guy, so we're not going to answer that guy, and we're not going to answer that guy. So we sit back and we wait. Line 1, you're on the wireless until somebody else calls up.
What would you call it, your radio station?
I wouldn't do anything punny. I don't like puns.
I really think it's going to be a winner. Crowdfund to
I like the idea of... well, here's the thing. Radio stations are very old-fashioned concepts now, because with Twitch... Let's go to line 2. 2, you're on the wireless.
Oh, come on and sing with me.
Hey, little hen, when will you let me
will you lay me in it for my tea?
Hey,
little hen, when, la 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 la
to supply la, one for me. You don't know the words. No. No one else is calling in, so I mean, you can either hang. I can't cut you off.
Oh.
But I can't cut you off until someone calls in, but you can hang up if you so desire.
I've got a way to get you more callers. Knees up, Mother Brown. Knees up, Mother Brown. Under the table you must go. E-I-E-I-E-I-O. If I catch you bending, I'll saw your legs right off. Oh, knees up, don't get the breeze up. Knees up, Mother Brown. Woo!
It hasn't worked.
Oh!
Oh no, what a rotten song, what a rotten song, what a rotten song. Oh no, what a rotten song, and what a rotten singer too.
Do. Up your bum.
You're still here.
Oh, I've not been cut off.
No, I can't cut you off until someone else calls up.
Oh gosh, I'm thinking.
Here's your problem. And this is something that doesn't affect me or Catherine. You're being too entertaining.
Oh, okay. I will try. Gadang-a-dang, 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 gadang-a-dang.
Alex, who I haven't worked with properly for like 15 years, is going, oh my God, you're still doing exactly the same routine. Nothing changes.
No, it's my Lady Alex. I love Lady Alex. Gadang-a-dang, gadang-a-dang. Gadang-a-dang, or do, swing in London.
Oh. I'm embarrassed now because there's no progression in the act at all. No one's called in yet.
What about it is, it really, really is. No, Timperley tribute.
Go on.
No.
Oh, line 1 is called in. Hello, line 1.
The all-day alternative.
Oh my God.
But why would I want to set up a radio station? Because then you've got to find shows and people to fill in all the other things. With the advent of Twitch and YouTube and Periscope, everyone has their own ability to what's the word?
Broadcast.
Thank you so much. So the radio stations.
I'm prophesying that you're going to do it.
Well, it's setting up a radio station is a very old-fashioned thing. I'm surprised anyone does it these days.
You're going to do it.
Okay, well, have you got...
You and Kath.
I'm not going to do it because I've got kids to feed.
And what? It's going to be broadcast on DAB or FM or just online?
DAB sounds good.
In that case, we're probably going to need, I would say, about £500,000.
You raise
minimum.
it easily.
£500,000.
You'll raise it easily.
£500,000. You reckon we would raise £500,000 when we put some posters on sale on our website, which I forgot to mention, and so far we've sold 4. So, which is great. I'm very happy with, but £500,000? Line 2, you're on the wireless. I forgot to mention the posters.
Oh, for the
Iain
love
Lee.
of God, please make him stop.
You've made him stop, sir. What can we do for you?
Oh, thank you so much. I just want to send Alistair a huge heap of love and just tell him that even though we're, I don't know him from Adam, but I just want to send him a big heap of love.
He's a good man. He's a good man, isn't he?
He's a good man, and just genuinely care for it. And that's it. And I will now hang up. And thank you very much, Iain.
I'm very proud of Alistair. I feel, that in a very small way, we maybe were part of the nudge that he needed. Very proud of Alistair. I don't mean that to sound patronising. If it does, tough, but I am. He's a great success story as a human being. I forgot to say, we've got posters for sale. A2 posters, I think they are. A2. IainLee.com/shop/ I think there's the extra slash there. Posters, and the vinyl has been cut to half price.
Wow.
Exactly. But
That's a lot of music for very little pounds.
A lot of music. But they've got posters, and we'll sign them. £12.50. Well, remind me to mention it at the start of the show tomorrow. Line 1, you're playing Past the Chat On.
I've come to remove George. Goodbye.
Okay.
Oh, and by doing that, you've stopped the chat on.
You've stopped the chat on. Ian says, Keith in Exeter, why has your station gone all Tory presenters? I like the opinions, but it doesn't work now that all of the presenters are Tories. Well, they're not. So, Keith in Exeter, there's a flawed argument that you have put forward there. So, yeah, posters, IainLee.com/shop/ I think it is. And
we're coming to Cardiff.
Oh, come March the 8th, we're coming to Cardiff.
That's like next week.
We've sold 61 tickets in a venue that holds 450. Flip it, that man. Can you hear us at the back? Speak a little bit. I'm from Wales. Speak a little bit louder, boy.
Oh.
Speak a little bit louder, boy. I'll be like that. Speak a little bit louder, boy. Can they hear you back here?
Why are they calling me Boyle?
Boyle. I'm Tom Jones, Boyle. Say hello to Wendell.
No, I knew you were going
Wendell's
there.
what he calls his penis.
I know.
Tom Jones. You can assume me. It's true. Tom Jones calls his penis Wendell. And apparently, next week, Dan's very special guest on his show, I think next Tuesday, is Wendell.
Is it?
It's Wendell. Wendell's going on.
Yeah!
Not Tom Jones, just Wendell.
Wendell's got all the tails.
Yeah, well, he certainly had a few tails in his time. 0344 499 1000 is the phone number, and you want to give us a call. How's your Thursday shaping up?
This one that we're doing now?
Yeah. No, I mean, for the day. I'm staying in bed. I didn't get up till 3:15 today. I was just in bed, and I just thought, I got up, fed the 4 cats. And, line 1, you're on the wireless.
Ian, I love you.
Thanks, lad. What does Burmatic mean?
Burmatic?
Cat sounds very Burmatic tonight.
Burmatic.
Is that a word? It doesn't look like a word.
How do you spell that?
BERMATIC. Doesn't look like a word to me.
No.
Will I be able to buy this and get you to sign it in Cardiff? We will. We might be bringing merchandise to the venues. Yes. But if you buy it on the website and you leave a little message saying, "Can you sign it to such and such?" We'll sign it and we'll send it out. But yes, we will have it with us in Cardiff. I think, unless I forget, which is distinctly possible. There we go. Listen to this. These are the kind of texts and tweets that come in. So looking forward, wait you to be back, Mike Graham. The woke liberal media elite takes over at night. That's from someone called The Dial Flicker.
Oh, dear.
So looking forward, wait you to be back, Mike Graham. The woke liberal media elite takes over at night. Okay.
Are we elite in something?
There's a guy that I blocked a while ago. I think that guy's a little bit upset because a bloke who used to be on the telly blocked him on Twitter a while ago, and it's upsetting. It's upsetting. Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Wish me luck with my hernia later.
I hope it works out.
Getting rid of it. Sorry?
I hope it works out.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And I wanted to call the programme before you to talk about is the BBC biased.
Okay, well you have to call that programme. You have to call that programme.
Is the BBC biased? What do you think?
Ask that programme.
Sorry?
Ask that programme. That's who you wanted to talk to about, isn't it?
No, it was a topic they were putting out, and I wanted to offer an opinion and just wonder what your opinion is. You don't think the BBC's biased?
No.
Really?
Here's the thing, George. You asked me my opinion, and when it wasn't what your opinion is, you sound surprised.
I am surprised.
Okay, well, that's my opinion. No, I don't think it's biased.
Okay.
God, I wish someone would phone up.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, Darryl. I wanted to say something to Darryl.
Okay, line 2, you're on the wireless. So he wants to speak to the show before us and the show after us, but
we'll
not
do.
us. Yes, line 2.
See me upon the road and they call out to me.
Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Get George off the radio.
Sorry? Oh, you can't phone up and do those short little things.
Get George off the radio.
Okay. Let's go to line 4, you're on the wireless.
Hello?
We're playing Pass the Chat On, and we have to go to line 2. 2, you're on the wireless.
Oh, please just make it stop. I do apologise. I've never rung a radio show twice in one night, but there we go. I'm going to hang up now, but...
Don't you dare hang up, you scumbag!
Is this the person that stopped it before?
You called up! We're playing Pass the Chat On. Have some balls, you snowflake, and stay on until someone else calls up.
I'm going to go...
Line 1, you're on the wireless.
No pop, no style. These strictly roots.
Poor old Dave. Line 2, you're on the wireless. He's getting the shortest shrift. His calls are the ones I'm enjoying the most, and they're getting short shrift. Hello, line 2, you're on the wireless until someone else phones up.
Hi, hello. This is really weird. It makes you feel really anxious somehow.
Doesn't it? It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Just like listening to people phoning in, and then phoning in is even worse.
Yeah, phoning in is awful.
Hello?
Who is this, please? Line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hey dear, what can the matter be? Some silly bugger has moved us to Hattersley. We've been in Hattersley 3 weeks on Saturday. Hey, how I wish we weren't here.
You coward. Everyone that puts the phone down early is a coward in my books. That young lady's welcome to phone back. Dave is welcome to... Everyone's welcome to phone back, by the way. Imagine if we were on a national station that actually promoted this show and we had the listenership that we deserved.
Can you imagine
the amount of calls we'd get for this little routine now. Imagine! All the people living life in peace! Oh! You may say I'm a dreamer!
Carefully, they'll have a prolapse.
I'm not the only one! Really angry, imagine. Really angry Lennon.
That was what would happen if he'd have lived.
Yeah.
You know he would have been a very cranky man.
Oh, he would have been horrible. Yes, line 1.
From Romulus and Remus to Julius and Jesus. That's for Darryl.
Why don't you phone him up and say that to him?
Because I phone up and I don't get on the phone.
Oh, Darryl!
Darryl, terrible.
Darryl, you're a terrible, terrible man. What did he say? He says he phones up and he doesn't get on your show. Almost as if you have a filtering process for your... Please, someone else phone up.
That's not my... That's the producers. I'm going to put that on the producers. Sorry, George.
It's okay. Sandra Rappaport. And any chance of you connecting her to me from Romulus and Remus to Julius and Jesus?
I can't cut him off until someone else phones up, Darryl.
What do you mean by connecting her to you?
If I phone in, will that count? Does that count?
Yes, it does.
Do I phone in?
Sorry.
I do love you, George. I really do.
Sandra was on...
But are you asking for her phone number?
Oh.
No, I'm asking...
Line 2, you're on the wireless.
Oh, I was going to call.
You still can.
What's the number?
Oh, it's the number.
It's written on the wall behind you.
Yes, line 2.
Oh, it isn't anymore. 0344.
Hello, line 2.
1000.
4630. Hello. Hello? Jeez, what is wrong with these?
Oh, it's a silent call.
These people. Hello, 4630, you're on the air. Let's go to line 1, you're on the wireless.
Hello, Liberal Media Elite.
Producing. We're playing Past the Chat On, so you're on until someone else calls in.
Okay, good.
Line 3, you're on the wireless. Daryl!
The third time tonight, I'm throwing myself on the hand grenade that is George, and I do apologise for interrupting your handover. So
thank you very much indeed. I cut you off. My dream has come true. We got till 58. How are you doing, Daryl?
Yes, all right. How are you doing?
Yeah, good, thanks, man. Good.
I've had 3 hours sleep, so that's good.
Oh,
that's going to board really well. They are either a terrible show or a brilliant show. There's no in between. So strap in. It could really go either way. This one.
Okay, so there's Daryl Morris urging you to wear a strap on for some reason. Don't know what that's about. We'll be back tonight at 10. Thank you, Alex. A pleasure as always. This is Talk Radio.
Talk Radio.